say open football boot and answer open shin pad open captain samban bibia paying for our 0542427787 and answer 0204584200 and no number yani Al Shaddai Sports were 18 hour so after the ati and for so company limited and so HSS and pay who tell me na ope enua papa e dia ball down so and answer oye project bi na obehia enua eya papa nebo ewa fama enei eye fosu company limited mo pema zonia redwood akata cyber supply farm wawa odum chenchen ani asamfra no mumfumani entro ope size bit say 2x2 2x4 2x6 1x12 eno ya fisher board ope T&J enua tape ni bi ana ceiling buttons eye fosu company limited mo pedudo na 2 aton no mo be fresh 025 738 9828 wo mo ala wakwanyi so utra kwaba radio eku anim kakra bia praise be obdu offices no masi no ni opposite kwana yagusu kota no de faso ku anim huku anim kakra bia Akwaaba lodge wo ho na Akwaaba lodge achi ena fosu company limited ewa wo mu eyi adwuma Akwaaba lodge make se fosu company limited ewa machi no ewa nso de tie ene so ye ho ni wa ba kura mu opepa bia beda am wasum adwo na nyama akosue amawa eho ena wo so ko da bia make so rooms no emu efe emu akono security air tight ewa ho wo mu spacious car park restaurant ewo mu ena gym center ehye supermarket eka ho ba ho so no ensa no dia no ade ene dia no anya de no unsa ebeka bi ewo Akwaaba lodge wo mu akache entu betimi afrem penfo ewo 054 191511 and answer 0208393108 ano number yani Akwaaba lodge penfo edin komo ewo so wei ene nyuma kwa bebre na na kanwa ena no pai yadimo ekonkro farmer so makatro se Facebook no eye Akwaaba FM on Facebook entimo momaden se mo be share ama foforo bi anya bi ahwe na kofi yawie ni sa no ni ya shan sabana se ade afi UEFA Champions League enra de ate ane se run 32 playoff games no henso etimi ekọ so first leg no enra ane yetimi ebo ni nyina awie ya Qarabak FK wamo etna Azerbaijan ema Newcastle United ekọ ball wabo Qarabak Tofik Mutim no eka ensia wamo eti emu baako na enra Anthony Gordon na ye ni day ewa Azerbaijan abonten so Anthony Gordon ebo 4 goals on the 3rd minute edonya first goal ema Newcastle United team no and Malik Thiaw ebo second goal on the 8th minute Anthony Gordon enya penalty on the 32nd minute ebo the second goal na no 3rd goal ema Newcastle United team no in the first half na and was saying AC from ebo chase the 3rd goal eno enso hat trick no wetimi ebo na 4th goal ema Newcastle United team ntiadura abrante from Anthony Gordon ya ball 33 minutes no abo hat trick in that game and on the 45th minute was saying about the 5th goal Emma Bobo no Newcastle na no the 4th goal in that particular game and Sana Abrante Jacob Murphy and so ever bought the 6th goal on the 72nd minute and one enye Izekra Marieka Anthony Gordon asemno this season in the Champions League no Abrante anya 10 goals 2 assists which is 12 goals contributions and Abrante anya na the hat-trick and wonya within 33 minutes no and so amonu Anthony Gordon ababe the fastest hat-trick player in the English Premier League wanu enso English nature say Anthony Gordon no the fastest hat-trick by an English player in the Champions League and two teams say yes Abrante no England neighbor who can Champions League abakọ 7 wash hat-trick abantempa in a game bia and anope no yedidi nyina emamo afediate anesa Abrante for Anthony Gordon no wanu enso hold the record Emma Bobo no Newcastle sempo no wanu enso etimi enya 7 goals ewa the Champions League say watwa papa ne din ene Alan Shearer ho a wanu enso enya 6 goals enti utimu say Anthony Gordon for be yepa na ye kan no Anthony Gordon ababe the second only player in the UEFA Champions League history to score 4 goals in first half in a single game and anopa yedini nyina emamo Abrante no edin komo achirese nani ajepa so no etim ebo 4 goals na feni team Newcastle United ekwawe ekonya that huge scoreline 6-1.
I think with all the preparation involved, the travel, fans travelling, I imagine it's been difficult for everyone, but we're leaving on a very high note. I hope they go home happy. We're going to go home happy. really professional performance from the boys.
How much did you enjoy yourself out there tonight, playing in that system as well, the role that you're playing in?
Yeah, good. I think I've said before, I love playing number 9 in this team. It gives me opportunity to highlight the things that I'm good at. I think there's been a bit of perspective that it hasn't worked, which I disagree with. I thought it did work early in the season, but I just didn't score. I think my performance is actually really good. So I'm glad to actually just start getting the goals and assists, because I feel like the managers believed in me in this position. The staff have. Graham Jones has put in tremendous amount of work with me. He was a striker. He was all right. He's put in tremendous amount of work to help me get in the right positions and score. I just didn't, and now I am.
Ano aya and Sama Brantani Day and Anthony Gordon what day at 2 Eddie Howe. Hey coach, I'm at Newcastle United team no bonny team in Abaso for the performance and Wamudanedi.
It's really good for us. Great performance from the players, especially in that first half. That was a brilliant display from the group. I think our football work was exceptional. Our attitude generally to the game was very good. Our quality was high. Scored some great goals, could have scored more. It was a bizarre game, really. We had loads of chances. Their goalkeeper played really well despite conceding the number that he did, and I was just really pleased with how we navigated the second half as well, because that was a different game and we got the all-important 6th goal.
Ano aya and Sama Newcastle United manager Eddie Wano and so Eddie Etuja. We a Newcastle United biggest ever game. Omo enso atimi anasa womo biggest win our Champions League no aya enua 6-1 womo enya ye no na Kofi de ate ni se Newcastle United team no jani no na ye 2529 miles eno mu di free England ewura mu awa Azerbaijan Baku abonten so eno the longest ever distance traveled by an English team for a Champions League away match. Nacha se enye ise kranti womu se womo eche kwan so de na so nkofo no ekoye adwuma ni nita womo enwini 6-1 eti abobo kwado eye Akwaaba FK na dia mete ene se Abrante no di player of the match award Anthony Gordon. Liverpool for LED race no aside Liverpool, Manchester City and Arsenal munyina eche so bunya akoda na omope mara no pa dia mete ene se Liverpool team no ene ya club obuli race na womo awade mu so amonsa ebetimi aka Abrante fana Anthony Gordon. Yes, Newcastle United team ne say womo nton boy ni nemum so mbeton no pradia womo nji anything less than 95 million pounds. Ne price tag no 95 million pounds and Bodo Glimt Norway. Womo nso ehye international club di Milan. Inter Milan team ne kamiensa Inter Milan eti emo baako enra Abrante ni din ene Sondre ene po first goal Emma Bobo Krefni Bodo ene Francesco Piol Esposito ebeteka afa Abrante ni din ene James Peter Hawk etimi ebo chase 2 goals Emma game no ekoya 3-1 victory Emma Bodo Glimt Bobo kono na Kofi ye kan no ne di matie for se uroma this season Bodo Glimt team no in the UEFA Champions League nkofo no perform better papa utimu say yes eniema ekoyi emu wo ma memfantu atie for them say wo last 3 games no wo man win ni nyina nso against big teams wo mo share Manchester City 3-1 wo mo share Atletico Madrid 2-1 and wo mo share Inter Milan 3-1 enra enti 3 games and answer 3 wins in 3 games and I will check in so this season all the big teams wo mo ani o mabo no wo mo anya good results against those big teams aside Man City, Atletico and Inter no wo mo bo 2-2 draw etia Tottenham Spurs and wo mo bo 2-2 draw etia Borussia Dortmund na wura mu e wo Baku abonten so yesi Baku kuro no nipa 55,000 and wo honom and wo hwe wo mo Bodo Glimt anase wura mu e wo Chelsea Norway honom wo mo kuro no nipa 55,000 na wo mo Bodo Glimt team no so no de ate ani so players ne value no 49 million pounds and so matimi anya good results against Tottenham, Dortmund, Man City, Atletico Madrid and Inter Milan and anopa ye didi nyina and so emamu ewa fidikesie so na ye ka no near the two manim se enwa after the game no ababe piemu se Abrante fana Esposito at the age of 20 years 235 days no wababe ye Inter Milan second youngest ever scorer in the Champions League knockout stage after Obefebi Martins, the Nigerian boy, no, and Amrebi Chomu, no Nusu Esia Kan Emma Inter Milan, no, the youngest ever player, one also at me and go, our Champions League knockout stage, Emma Inter Milan Bobo Kono, a Esposito, Christian Chivu, a coach, Emma Bobo Kefin Inter Milan, was him, Tins Bebrena, and Ababe Piamu, our Wamo, Bodo Glimt, Astrotef, no swa, Wamo Asofa, our honum, and T.N. Womu Inter Milan Bobo Kono because woman you used to AstroTurf. No man dear back and say already must say in the second leg no ni team no ebet me and win game na fe woman I qualify akwomanim was only the only say Lutero Martinez apiki injury no a serious abrantina ebe makes it crucial and important games ebi et said the Derby della Madonnina and no Milan derby no ebe course on the 8th of March and where na Lutero Martinez captain Emma Inter Milan Bobo Kono went to me and see in that particular game. Another game, a course one name there, and so a Belgium club Bridge. One more Etna fear about 3 goals. I'm Atletico Madrid team, and so about 3 goals. Nina and no Brantif Nigerian Alvarez, and I first na Dimola Lukman Etuntana, Emma on go APM, Emma Brantif Rafael Oyendika, and so Etmi Etwatana, a Brantani D, and it was CD Nicolo, and so Ebo go, Emma Brantani D, and a Christos, and so Ebo go, Emma Bobo Quano, a club bridge, and 90 minutes, you know, near recorded sales goals, and I no pay, dear App, and it's Adimola Lukman, and your 5 goals involvement in the first 5 games, our bomb, Hama Atletico Madrid, Bobo Kona, and we're going now, you know, and the first goal in the Champions League for Atletico Madrid, and 2 Chakia Brantef and Adimola Lukman, Ebo, now, we bought 3 games for Atletico Madrid, when you 3 goals, 2 assists, and so I just 5 goals contributions in 3 matches, our bomb, Julian Alvarez this season, one also performing better so far. We about 35 matches, I'm Atletico team, when you 13 goals, 6 assists, and no 9 goals contributions, but we about the second top scorer, Hema Bobo Kefin Atletico Madrid in the UEFA Champions League, and the Atletico, one all-time top scorers in the UEFA Champions League, the Odikai, Antoine Griezmann, we about 39 goals, Julian Alvarez, and 12 goals for that second, and for Sonny Garces Clappers, and 11 goals, Diego Costa, Etoso and 9, when you 9 goals, and Alvaro Morata, Etoso Enuma, when you 8 goals, but Adiabako, and it's Atletico Madrid team, I failed to keep a clean sheet in 9 UEFA Champions League, where a worst ever run, the Champions League, Obeki Omubo game, Etia Liverpool, Wamu concede 3, Wamu Ebo Etia Entran Frankfurt, Wamu concede 1, Wamubo Etia Arsenal, Wamu concede 4, Union St. Glossy, and so Ebo go back at Wamatinamu, Wamu share Inter Ebo Amu 1, and a PSV and Ovenson, Ebo 2 go set to Amo, Galatasaray, and so Ebo 1 go 8 to Amo, and a Bodo Glimt, Eshe 2, and a Enua, Club Bridge Bobo Kono, and so about 3 go set to Amo, Yatina Emamum, Atletico Timino, I concede in every game, Wamu Aboni this season in the Champions League, which is Chelsea Urama, the and it's 18 goals, and I'm conceded this season, the Eba, and so and it's Urama Atletico Madrid Bobo Kono, our knockout stage since March 2022. Wamu Echo share Manchester United 1-0. Old Trafford no. Every knockout away game be o mabono enkofone entimi enwene yabeke ya 2021-2022. Wamu City ebo quarter final game and no air knockout. Wamu entimi enwene after 2023-2024. Our round 16 stage against Inter Milan. Wamu entimi enwene 2023-2024. Our quarter finals of the Champions League against Dortmund and also acquire DM and around 16th stage of the 2024-2025 last season. Omoni Madrid team no so woman team anwene and round 32 playoff and no 2025-2026 against Club Bridge so woman team anwene and Diego Pablo Simeone say one there and when say team no compete very well against a very strong opponent. Utimu say yes now no dinye pa na no krepa and it's a Champions League at this stage. Ushia team beer team no capable of winning into no there. The already and he said the second leg ebe kwasonom omu ebe hia sempuno be improve in everything in every aspect. Said ebe ya ombenya qualification to the round 16 stage or Riyadh Air Metropolitano. Abrante for the Mark Pubel and so a player Emma Atletico Madrid team no and and was say the second leg so our Riyadh Metropolitano no the key na ewo mu ene so mo fans no ebewu amwobo no GDS supporters never venue one no mo ebe perform by supporting them from all angles we woni say team ne betimi qualify abrante ne din ene Trosidi Nicolo ono enso goal scorer ema bobo kwefne club bridge ne enra after the game one nso chese wo mo said Diego Pablo Simeone ene abrante fne Mark Pubel mo wo mo kasa de nemum in the second leg or Riyadh Metropolitano no woni say o betimi akọ no na for makọ have fun no ma give you everything ebetimi amomo anya qualification.
Yeah, I think why not? I think we played a really good match today, 3-3, and I think we can go there in Madrid and play to have fun and to give everything, and then we will see what will happen. But I think that we showed also today that we are capable to beat or to compete also with Atletico.
Ano aye and sama Branta ni din enso ani Nicolo ono aye player ama bobo kwa no enso aye club bridge no wade emaya enano pay yedini nyina ema mo ewa Akwaaba 98.1 so unim say Atletico Madrid in their last 4 matches or mabona enkofona winning just one yebeka ya wo mo lose to Real Betis and wo winning 4 chase wo mo winning Copa del Rey game etia Barcelona bobo kono wo mo lose to Rayo Vallecano and endurance no wo mo assign Akwaaba draw yedini nyina ema mo ewa Fidikesie so Olympiacos bobo kono wamo nso etna fie enura ema Liverpool team no ekobom ekamienu a wamo Olympiacos wamo entimi anti enura Patrick Schick ebo 2 goals 60th minute and the 63rd minute and Branton etimi edebo sell 2 important goals no ema Liverpool ewo away enti go fidiate adisem we the one nima esi akwane dia away team se no mu wura mu no most of them so no etimi enya good results and ano payadini nyina emamo but enei uramu ewo chase UEFA Europa League ma run 32 of the playoff no enso ekoso bobo krafne brand wamo ane Bologna ebo 5:45 the same time no Dinamo Zagreb ane Genk bobo kono ebebo Fenerbahce etnafie nafe wamo ane Nottingham Forest abo 5:45 nafe PAOK Thessaloniki ane Celta Vigo akwakoshia 8 p.m. another 4 games ebakoso Celtic team no wamo ane VSB Stuttgart ebebo Nalin Metropole ane FK Krasnodar Zibda Resta Belgrade no wamo so akwakoshia Ludogorets Razgrad wamo ane Ferencvaros ebebo Panathinaikos ane Victoria Plzen enso akwakoshia we games ekoso ewo the UEFA Europa League no yenramu ewo match side no aside the Champions League no etimi ekoso uramu o Spain Spanish La Liga standing game back ekoso ama UD Levante wamo etna fie Villarreal ekoso mo ekaba ko wamo entimi ante after that game no and one boy ama say Villarreal ababe place third on the league log because Madrid for no after Madrid 24 wamo ne di 60 points plus 34 goals Barcelona etos mienu 58 plus 39 and Villarreal etos miensa wamo ewo 48 points with 19 goals and Ramu ewo San Siro Sports Stadium in the Italian Serie A no AC Milan enso etna fie any Como team no about 1-1 draw Nico pass and a first goal in the first half and a second half no Rafaelio Ebateka ema game in a 1-1 and Rafaelio energy player of the match award na wodi nkomano and was it no krepa any say and no motive nyina ne say wam abekọ for win but ade ba ko any say we Como team na wam so another strong side utimu say wam ani abiri pa ekamu bi na cha say sa Europa League position no wam eda say no we no sign echo Instagram and we ko post to nimfonyi na wo pem ball akọ wiem and what tro egu sro say believe in yourself good energy only eno ayen sama abrante fen Rafaelio to Instagram na tama game ni guswa ekos no yehu Como coach Cesc Fabregas say watching abrante fen Alexis Salamakers ni Jesse ni nyina ene say no woni senke was a referee no etimi ema boy ne red card enti ema wono papa ni din ene Cesc Fabregas no ekotwe abrante ni Jesse tama na game ni guswa ekoso ɛma papa ne din ɛne Maximiliano Allegri ɛnso ɛkɔ ɔnom ɛma kyɛ crash ɛkɔ so a ɛma referee ɛma Maximiliano Allegri red card nanu ɛna Allegri edi nkɔmɔ after the game no ɛna ɔsɛ ɛnua game ne yɛ complicated ne yɛ difficult the first half no na utimu sɛm na yɛ dɔ because boys no ultimu send the boys no very just a good job wɔn respond very well in the second half when he said the team no and so perform better but the nneɛma bebree ɛkɔ so ɛntwa yie nti ɔne de area de mu sɛ ne team no be very careful in important games like this na some person mo get back into the Champions League football dia ɛwɔ sɛ wɔn next matches no wɔn etimi edi nkunim ɛwɔ mu na owia no wɔn ebisa ne sɛ na red card na di asem and obeka afa ho na de ne sie kura pema no edi red card no and was de na ekoso ntino wo ko onom se Alexis Salamekes wo pese wo ko na fence no wo kwatwe no efri sa issue na ekoso between one Cesc Fabregas no nanso aso obi foforo eba pitch ne so ebe ya de bia e provoke no especially Cesc Fabregas nteno kan ubi ene ma referee no ede sa red card ne e kire no eno o se Cesc Fabregas asem o ka kire na e ma referee no e ma ne red card ne se wo ye idiot ena afeso no wo ya akoda kitikiti kra e wo coach mu afei ena wa start coaching. You are an idiot, you are a kid who has just started coaching into assistant no and waka ya ema referee no ema the red card no na owie no na enei papa ne din ene Maximiliano Allegri wo ebisa ne se adwen ben and wo ema Cesc Fabregas and wo se enwu hia so obenya adwen bia dia ma no de obetinya ka ene so oye young coach nemum owish no chase success e woni career because wo qualities obetimi e dey achieve a lot eno ayensama Maximiliano Allegri wode to dwa Cesc Fabregas say wapa chaw ade na esi ye no wapa chaw e wo ho nemum papa ne tin ane Maximiliano Allegri wo hahanani ena afenso wo ma ade no eye huhu eno kan wo bi ena ma referee no enso ema na red card no na wodi nkoma no en wo say Luka Modric abrantene de chase we are so can players wo mo emode mo e wo soro untimi nka enyi ne din emfiri mu e needful age no time na o ya koda na o si akan ma Tottenham obepie mu e Madrid no na ne performance ne e was through even at the age of 41 years no perform all top levels no wo bona ba so papa na say Nico pass this season for wo mu komo team no we about 28 matches wanya 10 goals and we provided 6 assists name league log no so no e the 2 Milan class and LED after Monday 25 no Inter Milan and edi kan almost 61 points plus 39 AC Milan draw no mo boy nti no wo mu ababeda second mo 54 points plus 22 goals enei co owner ema komo bobo kono Thierry Henry e wo CBS golasso so no enu awodi nkoma no enu wo se no krepa any say ni team no perform better can we be na say European qualification no we mo so fight no woni say team no perform under Cesc Fabregas na Cesc Fabregas a great job.
Been struggling to win games lately in the league, but look at where we are with the team that we have, and Cesc is doing extremely well.
What was the goal at the start of the season?
I personally thought that we could battle for Europe, but obviously now it's easier to say, right? Because we're actually there, and you feel a bit more, you're more allowed to say it because it's not like you're trying to put pressure on the team. That's exactly where you are, and you should embrace it. But like I said, when you look at the teams that are around us, the possibility that they have, the players that they have, and I'm not saying that our players are not good, but we are doing extremely well with what we have and the way we are playing. Says again, I will repeat myself, is doing a great.
Eno aye ensema Thierry Henry ono aye ko ona ema ko mo bobo kono wade etu twa na eno English Premier League game ba ko ekos we aye match day 31 although say yaboma day 26 in the Premier League anka game we no game number 27, but Arsenal and Wolverhampton Wanderers match no week 31 into week 31 and ya say Arsenal bobo kono womu ebebo bi nanua womu kobo game ni area no na kwakwaya 2-2 onom Bukayo Saka enya first goal Emma Piero Hincapié ebo second goal edim sa Arsenal team no sha twimu nanso in the second half Wolverhampton Wanderers bobo konecha say yes we are more when woman ya brom peso mufi wodom because Abrante no go bueno enya go Emma chese game ni koye 2-1 on the 61st minute and Ricardo Carafiori ekobo on goal Emma game no ekoye 2-2.
Tracy. And Hugo Bueno! Wow, what a goal. Hugo Bueno scores a fantastic goal for Wolverhampton Wanderers.
Yes, auntie, I know I had the team across to Ebrechi Eze across 15 games consecutively. Just in all competitions in our Branton, Utimu say yes, and Yaman Shada Enkoye and Mana. I know Ed Dinye Pa. Na yeka after 15 matches, Nabukayo Saka Swakwa across all competitions. One team enya go no, and no one going to no celebration no. I was signing contract extension on Sanano. Yabakacha Branton signing new deal until 2031. I can't official announcement into no was she go no nani celebration at just say yes and was signing new deal. Now so far Branton for club and country this season about 48 matches 10 goals 6 assists and no 16 goals contributions. Arsenal were my last 7 matches and Kofana winning 2 and draw 4 alusu bako out of the 21 points we mu enya just 10 points ultimately say anu pa. Now this year you see 2026 out of the 24 points there was a Arsenal bobo kon enya no we mu enya 13 points say so our next 7 Premier League matches no against Tottenham Spurs away wombebo home at Chelsea wombeko away at Brighton no mabo home at Everton Bournemouth team no and no ebebo home now for makwa away to City no many Newcastle for akwakobo home to wake up be trust Arsenal and we season ways no without the Premier League trophy say 20th place team Wolverhampton Wanderers for no and then you are able 2-2 draw and say Arsenal team no abo match 27 games no mabo one more 58 points plus 32 City about 26 matches one more 53 points plus 30 goals
Kofi fancy bona na otene nkasa mena ni nsem no wadi asi ye de fisem no etwaso e de amanochi ai ye de nkyeremu no ebetwaso no chi na ocean awie ni de pe na fisem no etimi atwaso e de ama ha aya Akwaaba radio 98.1 ameno kase husi atenase ma yanko so na manenko ode mon kanjira ne so onkwanya ne de ntem na waba na yi good morning.
Good morning, Kofi Tago.
Bibia Bokodi.
Kofi, yes, Bibia come.
And
Thursday.
Yes,
and answer the name. The boy Juma Ghana, my and I'm where.
No.
Juma Ghana blast of Ghana.
Yeah, boy, I'm my Ghana.
Oh my God.
Yeah,
I'm minded as your macron.
Yeah, but Mamma Casa.
Yeah,
I mean, no Munyaji.
On my cron.
On my mamma Bonnie.
Bonnie, way to Nanka. Hey.
Now,
you're no macron.
Magic cron. Yeah, concrete. Israel Grandpa is here, so one about to back. I want you to conclude. What wants you to jazzy?
I was oh, you're backbenchers. Baby,
you and yet my yent,
yes, I'm coming on straight away now. You see, Arsenal first, and I said a baby, yes, we did Champions League. The chance in 3 hours now. No, I didn't know today. Go be Mr. and net many abre. And he come on, me bedini now. Me, I'm a tip, I'm so easy in everything. I'm a yin in everything. Me, I'm a tip, I'm a tip, I'm a do it. Why? The day, Enra Arsenal, our that first in the Premier League, played against the bottom club. Rock bottom 20th place Wolverhampton. Yeah. Make I say Wolverhampton obiation woto no. When the Arsenal take 2 goals lead.
Yes.
And no more Wolverhampton bet 2 ni na. And what it means they say nay Arsenal have start dropping 2 solid points. I'm on Man City no. So there's a Man City we know on the next game a point gap and about 2. So you look at the situation at hand. Now fe adiyako inside the game. Now, Enra, now we Champions League games, you know. And right after I think Atletico Madrid game, no, and I'm a switch it to Arsenal because at 2-1. Me who say pressure be Arsenal so. Ti me kwa ko the way Arsenal for be copy with the final minutes, no. And me switch it to a hona na me who say that be. The Arsenal here no. And I'm pa. Ti me dey do Wolverhampton e be share goal. And Emma ni 2-2. You see, me the 2-1 me who say desperation actually Arsenal. You can't desperation now. I said, am I desperate? I'm person one year pon. I'm person Edru baby Arsenal for the new Wolverhampton. I'm person we judge na board so one year pon. And they were defending poorly. Classical example na go na share. Ultimate say first one. Player no aje ball no or marker Martinelli Dimirika ko kan wama a free the next person no aje pass no. So ball pass ni nipa na say cross no. Gabriel Jesus.
Yes.
And David Raya enso akwaka bom. Ama ball na ba beto another player nim. Calafiori ba mu na under 1 minute. Ni ball na ball na ekoshe ongo. So you look at nyoma na course no. Among for things it was because of Wolverhampton. No, because of Man City pressure na over the man Arsenal no. Now, Kofi say ye ba be kan sembi na ebia at that moment na on tiase because particularly when somebody deal with the future. Amunya botre kakra.
Yes.
The reason being that look, enye easy and I say enye obi a ena ade enya nsiye. Otimi enya nhunumuka.
Yes.
And not just say ye kakeko with clarity. Ye can say clarity a ema wo tiase. Emma who say okay, this is the pattern. You maybe say a divine. So please say you can be kwa na money ye enya adwene a.
Yeah, munya
botre. Let's be very honest. Toda, yeah, adwuma ye ntimi kan say me na ye nwanwa say actually. Akwa yi hu mi na didn't ye adwuma na. But no maybe a divine. Say na nyankopɔ bo obi a. And do you know what I'm coming to do? I'm not coming to say anything new. Me ba be repeating some no amaka dada no.
Okay.
Because sometimes some na wo kan e be sinke e be wurem. Nyese me kan ti am say me be repeating everything about this Arsenal and me sure say e be guide obi a towards the future. Now, share first me catch I was say Manchester City team now ekuta Pep Guardiola no. You see, in the era of the Premier League, Pep Guardiola time and the Premier League has been the most difficult. Say obi betimi age. Make us asem no.
Yeah.
Cited the example say Jurgen Klopp did 9 seasons. Obo Man City to sa Oji League ni mu ba ko pe.
Yes.
1. In fact, oko 97 points. Think about it. 97 points, 1 G League. Obogi Olusu 1 game out of the entire 38, 1 G League. And not just that. Mr. Ade say this Pep Guardiola no. Kofi on tiasie say obeko 2 seasons without winning the league.
Yes.
Enti Saura Man City Obe started season after failing to win the previous league, the signings are here. We are same me and the backroom staff, including Pep Leanders, no ye Klopp, no assistant coach, Kolo Toure, no Kofa, and one set piece coach in Habai. Or starting the season inconsistent results, January, Otto Antoine Semenyo, Magehi. On the average, come no me 80. But circumstances na more buono into one because of our buono, you might rate or quality. Semenyo onya densi Jaglirish.
Yes.
And I'm nyabotre.
Oh yeah, this one.
Onzo man don 100. Magehi onya densi Ruben Dias.
Yes.
Skasa no mo de to no. So 2 additions that our Sandia be cap team no ho no. And number here no mo ye. So now they are not up your consistency to do one thing. Make sure so be pile pressure on Arsenal. Me can same way chere mo say. The Man City here no. Omonim say Arsenal actually ginim. And say ye kasi ye ball no say see ya. Arsenal could a huge advantage. So what they are doing is that I'm test Arsenal mental toughness. Because I'm test Arsenal mentality to see say Arsenal for no that mentality and now say now mpacho ave Arsenal mentality ni mu ba. Because there's a Man City for I'm test Arsenal mentality because Arsenal feel pressured. Even though games in is supposed to be normal, they might not be looking at the games, but they might be looking at Manchester City. Yes. Last season, made the picture be better. A brand new Man City, Arsenal that first, a Man City, Sano Hono. No, I'm a taxi be a well leading articulator. Yeah, and no more day Ateta text in him. Only Arsenal players no. And the program will among the articulate and if you chileba. And what channel ni say na also. Now with this mental picture, me show so be a kai graphics no. Me but to articulate and we san one hour in san. Good. And the time now we san hono. Me sha Ateta. Na me share nim. Na me catch you say, Kofi, football can be so cruel. Because that day Ateta experiencing real life agony. Just say that level of pain now must be san ho beje sa league. Ultimately, words cannot explain. I felt it for even players in the say I'm mother for no musu, but I felt it for Ateta. And I can confidently tell you, say he's not healed. Bruce is in a Man City, the man 3 seasons in him. Ateta on healing. And the coach in Ankasane suffer PTSD. Players now must suffer so 3 seasons in him. How many healing? That is why they feel pressured in games like this. I think about it. 20th place record no cry now about drawing you. Say it is the first time since the English Premier League. Say team on that 20. Now the other first session 2-0, 2 up. Net team ya ababebo draw.
This is the first time.
Been see the first year. Nyasna na be ya hwan. Inti me catch ra unkomo bi. Me say na repetition kwa. Say Moi, mu fi say Arsenal ye far gone no. Munya abotre. Na 3 seasons ago, na ka 10 matches. Na Arsenal lead 8 points. Man City beje league. Now, at the time na me no would this ankomo no. Na Arsenal points gap no is 6. Na aka 14 matches. Say mama nchire na omo omabu afu dada na atiase. Because one ka kro mo so cancer. The dynamics is that even though currently point gap near 5, but a Man City win here, about 2. Yeah, 10 years, about 2. With how many games to go? About 10, and 11 matches to go. Now about 2. And Kofi, the moment Ubehunu say, Obi about the same matches. They say Arsenal about 27 or 58, Man City about 26. So who's on me about the same matches? Na Man City lead Arsenal by 1 point kra. Premier League for no solemn paper trophy no. Omo family Pep Guardiola boko. So munye so match 1 point pe. Na omo nyina about the same matches ya. Omo hwe de aka na omo fa trophy ne mre omo 7 nyonom boko. Me kan komo bi kira wo. Say. Enen nkofo no omo say Arsenal, and they are only saying this because Arsenal got allowance. That time then I'm used to here. Now I'm just allowance and a tailor for no. It is because say points gap there between City and Arsenal no. A quite down to the level say at the time it was 7 and about 6. And it still if Arsenal elusuba kukrana a quite that so down. But me say catch that was say the moment I was a 7 points gap and I bet be a 1 game and answer 3 points and now 2 no. Omo nyina be sesa o ma no. Me sremo ne me nyantie sports obi anka ba bi ogina na. Mo nka ho because bebre be sesa o ma no. Free neko obi anka ba bi ogina na na mun kai o mo say adwuma we no integrity ne say o ka asem na ko saa no e na che say onim de o ye nye say na ukoso ha kina na wakoso ha du lem ba ne o de say ba kai kai obi abesesa na no he again Arsenal Kofita go baby aye kikako in the Premier League. Me my example say Man City ni bufu a wa kire so timi win how many matches to aso 21 yeah. Ni bufu timi win 15 matches there to aso. O timi win 12 enti say omo find consistency Arsenal have problem now CCA point gap no even though a 5 Man City born Newcastle, which relatively is difficult. Let's appreciate that.
Yes.
It's difficult. But when you say Arsenal born and say Man City motivation to go into Saturday's game to do everything to win.
Yes.
And then you news Man City share Newcastle or move here. Man City view. And the Arsenal for now are pushing Man City. And again, should they win that game? Kakrana cannot go GD no. I read GD in the best. I'm going to GD Arsenal. So Man City now winning Newcastle game now. I read GD in the best. Because ye can no. Say make 2 points don't forget Man City for me catch will say omo say turning point no. Omo ni Arsenal game.
Yes.
It had. It will be so G League na sa game no automatically yes oya den.
O se.
Wo she. Sa game no de bia me san ase e de to ho kire. Na onim say ba bia ye keka ko no sa Arsenal nsesa in terms of mentality and the way they are doing things Maka just Arsenal problem na ba ko ne say they don't score more goals.
Yes.
They say City to share 3-4 no. And so share one. No obitia ontimi share and now share two now ti ontimi share. Obebo draws bebre. But your draw na start and start. Okay. Now, sa Man City asem na me kan na make patch will say duru 1 points gap near 3 and I say 2 still Man City be share Arsenal so omo person omo J League no, right? Now what if Anhana Yendru Hokrana Arsenal Man City are leading? Because they say the next 3 games for Arsenal, Okobo North London derby against Tottenham. Tottenham for them, Man City bo 2-2 or North London derby, so they a derby game in their home. And then just automatically, I'm only explaining to not say Arsenal be lose, but for you guys to appreciate how difficult Arsenal journey near. Because the last time I be lining up all the 14 matches, still in Crawford and Timasi.
Yes.
Me nyabo trash them. Tottenham, and yet easy. Oh yeah, or Tenafie, only Chelsea. Me say washe Chelsea, washe Chelsea too. The 3rd game against Chelsea, and yet easy. Even if Arsenal will win, cry me repeat it say, and yet cheap. Obeko Brighton, last season of draw. Oh Brighton fee. And in Brighton against these kind of teams, the way I want here, Yankuba Minte. Georgino Ruta, Webeck, Mitoma,
yes,
Baleba. And so Beshe, look at the 3 games no cry. And sana when you Bournemouth na Arsenal be of ye. And sana wa be Man City. So you see Arsenal games now. Me can even say we have done cry. Ye be real league, you know. Man City, Arsenal be away. Man City better na feel na the last game. How is the dynamics in it? Yeah. So Arsenal journey no, and cheap said the microphone no, but people are eluded by emotions and after with emotions. And the who reality no, they see from baby or more interest no more arguing in favor.
Okay.
That is the reason why many about for you guys to understand. There is no single record. I see a debate fear for you guys to know, sir. When it is Arsenal, you about and the mere analysis be a debate. I mean, me no would didn't come on. I say a Arsenal tia.
Yes.
Me can just say Arsenal tia and can performance your move day. This is another comedy trouble.
Yeah.
Now I'm catch you say Arsenal tia, but at least. This season, Arsenal should be able to give us 2 trophies. Normally, Man City never dekwa. So some more first final, fit for the goals. Arsenal, Man City. Carabao Cup,
22nd match.
FA Cup, no me ni na sound.
Yes.
And a league in so almost like quarters. So look, the Arsenal story, no. Me catch you say a mentality. Na me sign ko fa asem bi bai. Say. Anje Postecoglou ana oye former coach ne Tottenham no. O say, okọ Tottenham. And no ko hu say Tottenham Hotspur for no. Omo fans ne person omo je trophy, team ni kra nya omo be je trophy. But omo ni winning mentality. Into a kai pass me bi what dining table ho. And Daniel Levy, at that time ko no ban ho. No say na ra ho. Omo ko boy fa ayi final, omo ne Man City final, Man U final. Set Europa League. And I was I don't know Raho. No say what team no match Tottenham. I'm a final, go for Champions League final now. And I'm one boy.
I'm say
PSG. Liverpool. Kofa Champions League final no, FA Cup final. Also amabo be 7. Omo win ni bi. To no coach na no tena se no hu se dabi. E was say mentality na e wo ho no. Osesa no. Ade echi oba interview no be ka kire omo se ono ne second season bi oje trophy. Nti final na wakọ ne de obi anim se ekọ Tottenham fee. But eventually, or see players ni be believe say, "Hey, Erade adum ye nya coach a, say the second season bi oje trophy dia, ene ye koje. Ampa omo ko Europa League final. Omo ye de, omo je because o change the environment. No me catch us say sometimes environment and any negativity timi surround you. You need somebody obe shift side you know. Enti eba sa no a, enei Arsenal's mentality no. I was say a movie from Tima Obi Esrus Obetima Yana Ontiminya from doubters to believers say this year we are the best and we are winning it until they have that mentality. Because some mobile games, you know, Omunim say they are the best and they are winning it at all costs. They will not feel pressured at all. Don't let goals now for the show, mono. So Omukra game we draw mon and this goals in the very games. But mentality no way. Because they give up. And we catch us at the real test na Pep Guardiola test Arsenal no or test your mentality. And when him says well yes sir they will fall. Jendru baby ah. Kofi. Trainer Man City Arsenal a drop the league na chiche no. Season be no mo board draw be yi West Ham draw we draw no mo lose bi. Ye baby unya us Arsenal twim a otimi kwa 10 matches no we need 2. That has been the story of Arsenal. In fact in the Premier League the omoye na say we maybe din komo we be dey I say yes. The last 7 games hey ye nyina ye pesa Arsenal league in fact all the neutrals plus yeah ye feel say Premier League you know Liverpool GB in chai before that there was Man City Arsenal GB he say ye be start Premier League now obi abetima bobo ni favorite because Man U for no kwa be GD next season and the abasa na the unpredictability of who wins the Premier League you know will make it more exciting and ye nyina anke ye pesa Arsenal league you know means what man say
yes
and to be entire Arsenal but team na a person G League you know in the last 7 matches why we need 2 in the Premier League where you the G League
no
in the last 7 matches why we need 2 in the Premier League and the none of the mesraw so one te Arsenal say from nkomo na me ni wood in there ya na why we say one te ase
Jesus bia e bo
on the name me current man chire mo but me no one nkomo me no wadi dada am me do wa ba duru for you guys to get it clear say this is Arsenal nti hey Ateta Kofi now say me so my confused
confused
after but I think say Ateta man ntra
one
G League no club man ntra in a sense say say all the club here caveat Jurgen Klopp winning the Champions League and going to the finals of the Champions League you know almost became easy for Liverpool. I want a 10-year dance no G League. And I'm a
yes.
A ruby no not Champions League. So what now finance no. Nay easy. Dance over Premier League. Pep Guardiola na. He's made the Premier League very difficult than it has ever been. So we beje e free so particularly oko season mina wanja the next season no. And the same thing no. Enya Ateta fault. Mimi hu pa mi suro Ateta won say. So mo kofa coach bi ba na obesai de waye ni nyina o mesa ate akono ha wo kai Tottenham project na Pochettino ye no odo mo benya anyeye o mo jai na no mo sa ate kono ha
yes
nti Ateta kafra Kofi afi ye benya asumdue ni ahwe Champions League okay 30 seconds me de be 5 matches and magic Kofi tago I'm in love with the Bodo story na Enra minim say me namfo bebiri ni boom abam because obi a me ka kire ne say Bodo be share more 2 or more goals bi aka kire me say NC because teams na Bodo e hye omo ba no Man City ni defense ne nye Atletico Madrid kwade o wuntumi fa ne nye budget ene boom abam but the intia na me wo me instant ni me bi a kire me say Bodo team ne be yes our record ne say nothing gentle e your head coach Norwegian ni team no attacking machine na wa hye si wo no Bodo team no enye so mo consider go attacking machine so mo attacking pe goals oh no matter the opponent o mebo agum and the last time now mo share Man City Atletico no I brought league record say go and check the goals that they are scoring in fact investors crowd him say Bodo matches say goals me wa Bodo oye de obebo goals o mo attacking machine Now, this team in the qualifier group phase, but 5 matches, no more win. From where Obia Mom a dog chance. Almost Man City 3-1. They didn't just need those points. No more here goes. Because Atletico Madrid were away. Riyadh Metropolitano 2-1. And remember, catch was a Bodo for no. I'm going through a very beautiful story. Now I don't know. Say story neighbor to us who not saying the now against Inter Milan in front of our fans and Kofi. Me can Bodo asema players am born with me catch was a hook in a hog. Enra hook in a hog. Because this team only in the Champions League, how much 17 goals. 17 goals. Attacking machine is you know.
Wow.
Who gonna hog no? Or me no be a go. First, Casper Hogg. When him say so far in the Champions League, was 4 goals, assisted 3. Hugh 5 goals.
Wow.
And to a mummy no we jina animu hono. Norwegians no mo kai be halan kakra bi wo mu. 2. Casper Hogg in Man City 2 goals. Or Atletico 1 goal. And Inter or 1 goal assisted 2 because Sondre fit first goal na assist here. Who go on assist here? Owie no so share back. Again, I was looking at omu team no na me say. Sam kra me no way. Menyanka Dortmund bi. Na Dortmund so ogurasi. But how they Leverkusen and say Rene also to help their development because we a good power. And say Kofi
yeah.
Baby, no more 3-1. 2 goals deficit. Makazi on me attacking machine. Inter for a mistake. 3-1. Lautaro Martinez has a prayer on top of that. Kofi, Newcastle, Inter problem. Now, seconds, Newcastle. Kofi, almost 6-1. In as much as say, near him say Newcastle beat back against Qarabag. 6-1 will be expected. And to be very honest, I'm not qualified. 6-1 were away. And Gordon had 4 goals. Only carried the story of the match. 4 goals in a single game there. It re-emphasizes on his quality. Me say Gordon, no time when we say Chelsea penna, Satana Lampard or Everton, omo 70. Nam say Everton will play and boy 70. Me come here and I'm saying I'm Paudru. From them, I respecting that competition. Over Newcastle, you know, any BBR. But you see, that is not the story. The story is that Premier League, if one how many teams about Champions League this season? 6 will say.
Yes.
In the top 8, I think say 5 will say. So I'm the 5 in the bar. 4 of them qualify automatic. They all call playoff. Newcastle. On also now cautious 6 no. And yes, Premier League for in this year's Champions League there. Kofi Oma for new person up.
You, Mate.
So let's go the man kakra because it didn't surprise anybody. And you be kasem. Kofi go. Mumfa code nento so because and 3 codes.
Okay.
The party say a point bet you boom. Let's say BBI. Rich was wenya. Hey, Rich was sure pass wenya.
TikTok.
Okay. And you bet you Rich one kakra. Na ya ye ni say. Nti yamu boba mo. 3 course betway.
Okay.
BW 3D A9 B3 47 See the BW 3D A9 B3 47 first one. Second one BW 3D A9 AD 71 See the BW 3D A9 AD 71 and a last code BW 3D A9 A4 D2 BW 3D A9 A4 D2 yes
Yadasi pa
Mesomedas
yo yadasi eno aye Hussein Adams na otene kasa mana ne nsem no wode asi Ocean Eba na otimi edene diama wo wie pe ye beti asifie na afie nkomo no yetimi atoa so pina awasa aha aye Akwaaba radio 98.1 Shannon so Akwaaba Sports Arena ana no pi ye de ma hyehyehye no enya asem kitokra kefo so Akwaaba enterprise osebra na beja dance na papa ne bi never kwesi udan ne bi se be fiewra no ebetimi afrebe cement na per chance de board dance dado de board dance na pe bi ato a obenye bi na ma bi tsa hibalo na per silver frame glass awro na se bad wise no obenye bi ato wasebe nkan chese shabos na se headpan na pe obenye bi ana afi so pickers na sa kese ne koma nyina bra na yenyu first na on sentiment enke bi mfa free asuyem wasebe nkan chese obehu ye awobrekum ala wakwan so ye ne Akwaaba radio ana wadan krom oye carpenter ni Messi ni ohia dance ni ma e de akwa edwuma de mo bia ha na iso ba papa no on sabetimi akane nyina aya frefre no afre CCM I was 0542034967 and 0242020208 freya nkomo bia kachi bia ye no bedi se de bia wo so ne mapa no on satimi aka bi e de free akachi de akwa edwuma no e de ama oni ano so Ocean, good morning.
Yeah, good morning, Tago.
Bibia boko.
Nyami adum bibia boko pa.
Iyo ye de nyami.
Na onso ho te say.
Yanko padum.
De nyami ase.
Sa.
Ye shia.
Yes, biom.
Kakra de na wotwe ne kwa.
Yes.
Thursday.
Thursday.
Okay.
Anti kakra na
manti. Manti ye de kontem.
Ya wona tiko.
Ye piano. Ya forward no kakra. Ehia.
Isaka Nandi sina manti na ko nti sana on sam na city.
Ko Peter go no obenya kakra one day.
Yo. One day na so can be. Yo, any ma yenti amoda yenti amoda.
All right, yenti atiefo na no pay.
Obia jo so na pay.
Kofi. Anka ya bo Champions League ewie no. The obia party eye the see so far as the games are concerned. But looking at what happened ewo Molyneux and right in the Premier League, you know. It's worth our time for us to begin the analysis from there. Now, not me one person, not me with full conviction said this time around the story or the narration can go in favor of Arsenal. Because of the Omaye from the beginning of the season, recruitment Omaye, the depth in squad, and also the quality of Arsenal for one team. Now me was soft spot and a sympathy be for them. Say football gods who favor them this time around for so long a time since 2004 Mundi League, you know, on Bet Miaji.
22 years in you.
Yes, since 2004. But go via after the game, and you must not go to baby a midjano. League national team. Oh, go via Master Madrid. Oh, Master Madrid.
Okay.
National team league, you know. Because looking at what is happening now, and the signs are so clear. Say Arsenal, they are not a competitive sider. When matters most or met me IABB. Once again, Kofi, our title aspirations, you know, has come under serious doubt. And they so big baby no tea no didn't come say. Young can't tell us na the son or motia. Kofi Nipanun Timina and Konda.
Yes.
Because they are bottling the Premier League title as we speak now. Patterns ever can send me. Say Arsenal for it's a Netflix movie. You should always be ready to wait for the next season. Because looking at what is happening now, as a common ready to it is exactly what is actually happening on the ground. Yes. What's going to be right? Premier League, you know. So baby an Arsenal da. Any baby other teams da. As a sanka by this time, yes, started in come say Arsenal a year runaway winners. Because of runaway winners are to say be an career league. Now be an say you bomb majority of the games. Now be no be a chim kra it was a way there. We are no here. Some common no and did the fast now. But all of a sudden, Bibia Jago may didn't come on yet didn't maybe an actual Mrs. Here, he didn't come on pay. Coffee. What is that? So what to me we need game now? Anka they are moving. They had a chance Anka Omu move 7 points clear on top of the Premier League table. And Anku Ye. And today, Kofi say City for ball game no mo win against Newcastle. So mo win here. Who is a point gap na I read this abeka 2. Abeka 2. Enti say Opeli gaje. Na a team like Manchester City di wachi. Na point gap abeka 2 a. Kofi the pressure na eba beto so. Because you know say every game be a bed drop and each game be a bed drop point no. And our points no. Kofi the consequences and the bebreo. This is the first time team another last in the Premier League against team another first Premier League in mu. Our mobile game the other last traded by 2 goals our beteka. BC Premier League abaku sebuda since 1992-1993. Yes. BC that. Set team another last already crowd teams in nyina obreno. Ono performed by 2 goals against the another first. Eventually, you be a game no, be 2-2 BC that. Arsenal nice our record nibi. So it seems that the signs are both written on the walls. Now you see what makes football beautiful here say. Okay, I said the other time me be say question me say football is scripted and a coincidence. Football. So the other way you be no. Kofi. Oh yeah, then e be the be here. Hey, okay, in the first round, Arsenal any Wolves, Emirates. At the 11th hour, in fact, at death, and Arsenal 14 minutes, the all important winning goal. Now they own goal from a branch Ferno Mosquera. Arsenal, the own goal, the winning side game, no, 90+4. And now Ricardo Carafiori came on from the bench to score an own goal 90+4. Atika. Arsenal first leg na Arsenal winning na own goal 90+4. And now Carafiori also actually own goal 90+4. And a game na koye draw no. It makes football so beautiful. In terms of stories football here dey etre. No Kofi and now me observe niema mienu. Arsenal omodro na omunyae no ho. Dey me hu ye say Kofi they can't carry the weight of expectations and pressure. Yes. It is so clear. After the game, looking at the faces of players, Jesus, Akwaaba Mosquera, Ateta, Oye Furious, Declan Rice, keeper Efren, David Ryan, Gabriel Magalhaes, Omo Yi Samano. No say what was Arsenal for no. They lack the mentality to soak pressure and contain pressure. And it's all about what I go for. Only say Euro 2026. 8 games. 8 games in the Premier League. Arsenal are winning 3. 8 games in the Premier League in 2026. So Arsenal are winning 3. In fact, they have 11 points away. Amato 11 points at Togo, 11 solid points. Arsenal for Togo out of 24 points. Now, Kofi Obi a pay league aje. I was during the business end of the season. Manchester City. City do a chance. Say sono epango. Say sono epango. Unya baby amfa. Say sono epango. Bra obebre no. Unya baby crown dodge amfa. Now at the business end of the season, you throw 11 points away. Are you serious, Officer G League? So out of the 24 points, Arsenal at to 11 or 12 going only 14. Again, you see football, McCarthy said, some of the coaches didn't come out. They will tell you that the highest level of football coaching is psychology. And Arsenal for Kofi at this point, they lack the mental strength, the mental fortitude to contain some of these situations. The mental strength Arsenal here, I'm to me a results from some of these games. Arsenal any side any and I mean you didn't come away. Because in their team, with the exception of Gabriel Jesus and the Man City Manager League, I'm sure Obia Yanji League in the Premier League. And you be anyone with that Premier League experience, you know. That Premier League winning mentality, you know. Rise in GB that. You be men diva no. friends saying Saliba on G Premier League da, Gabriel in G Premier League da, Calafiori on Crampo ban and saying, can I harvest in G Premier League da? Trossard in G Premier League da, Martinelli in G Premier League da. And the reality has begun to dawn on them. So in terms of Premier League winning mentality, Omuni Saadi Enibi, again, they are being coached by an inexperienced coach in terms of winning the Premier League. He won the Premier League as an assistant coach, only main coach in Yepe. What he has said, so that is the sad reality. Arsenal for our situation. Okay. Kofi, you see, when you are competing against your master, you don't make mistakes. Unti as an American you. Obi a wachire adwuma da. I nam so a wo be hu adwuma no. Se mre bi so na woni compete a, you can't afford to make mistake. Because the master knows you. Because nature upo ni ngo. And it's only quarter to turn compete a. Kofi, you should be mindful say udi agro one mistake I'll be no. Master no the be you. Now I listen to Jurgen Klopp. Now say Richmond benya to so a metie na Jurgen Klopp say. Oja Jurgen Klopp ni time in the Premier League oje ba ko pe o. Oje ba ko pe oni Guardiola compete no oje ba ko pe. Jurgen Klopp say Manchester City di wa chi Chelsea wa in the league it is a machine e pango. Machine na obeti ni machine etu amniga. Sa na tie. Kofi, you see, Mikel Arteta is aware of the competition that Guardiola de mano. And then no emani coward. Because on himself, Pep Guardiola in domestic competitions, particularly in domestic league, he is a rare serial winner, a serial killer. Guardiola in the 18 years managerial career or 19 years since 2008-09. Our free Barcelona and Colano Muba senior team no. Kofi wa coach Barcelona senior team, wa coach Bayern Munich, wa ben coach Man City. Wa di third back up. So rich benya to so wa di third back up. Guardiola wa di third back up in the coaching career. So competing for domestic league. And no play the first season with Manchester City in the Premier League time and wa bam
2016-17.
And Makatro said, Kofi, the first warning in every enemy's territory a record. Now as a boxer, who can only be quack or conny as I call a contact 50 on Lusuda, Unzro. Ubestro. Only a big Kosia ball, only so radio your beating her, and on qua cacano, would you have read the fear be better so? Say, way or your beating, okay? We'll lose Crada. And to look at Pep Guardiola track record, no. Kofi team be out there, team be out. You are aware of the pressure better, so you are aware of the threat. But this third back up in domestic league in terms of say competing for title. Well, this third back up that is the first season with Manchester City. And Kofi clearly that's not for a problem. So at this point, the Migidie him, say Migidie him pa. I say. I'm almost convinced say league trophy no muntu. I'm almost convinced Arsenal to win the league no. Nti emfa ankomo no ento ho. Ye hwe die besi. Ma memra Champions League games na course endra no. First of all, ma me share say free Baku, Azerbaijan. After Newcastle covering a distance of 2,229 miles. In fact, it is the longest distance covered for an English club in the history of the Champions League. Say Premier League team be a couple game baby obi kroso. Unsa Azerbaijan for no omo Eastern Europe.
Yes.
We are Eastern European country. And to kwana wale pa. And the name him say I'm sure that Newcastle ko wa ombe win kura no ombebre even though na me wo full confidence on win this game. But then yet by this margin. The reality is that Eddie Howe and then the guys, in fact, they had a feast. Say ka say feast at in fact ye to pono mo didi peche e wo baku ho 6 goes to 1 e wa away go fi test our results we be champions will be quite away in the knockout phase ache and they say a mere formality in the second leg I was in Genesis Park for the Magpies. Now early stage of the game and the Newcastle we adwuma the anana e was shop na anywhere until me tell say Newcastle a to me kra 9 minutes kwa ma agro no mudi ampa nampa Elias under 9 minutes sorry 8 minutes na Newcastle a 2 3 minutes na Newcastle a first goal in fact 120 seconds into the game na Anthony Gordon abie goal account na no into 9 minutes so avalanche of goals and PM the reality is that first half na Newcastle a 5 Anthony Gordon born 4 goals in the first half. First half now Anthony Gordon we man come Edmund Newcastle. You see in the league, I think Newcastle the 8th. Yes. In the league. Now Kofi me were convincing me say this season Champions League number go England.
Oshe clubs na come here.
In the league crown more modern crown in the Champions League no more.
Yes, omo ya there.
Who do quite a bag, even though Omunya Timbia, Ubedi Timia, Hanga, when near the Omon Como. But the truth is that for more no hard in it.
Azerbaijan,
I'm hard in the pa. Now you better on crown wabre. So for Newcastle, so Quaku in Sniadia, a tres or coin on Yamian no Crane or Koya Juma. Now see, it was a historic night for Newcastle. In a sense, before the game, no Munyang winning knockout phase game that in the Champions League. Omu winning knockout game that in the Champions League.
Oh, pray for man, I said knockout.
In the not say we are knockout.
Yes.
Omu winning knockout game that.
Okay.
In the Champions League. In the na historic day for a historic night for a Newcastle. Again, Omunyang says goes to that. In the history of European competition.
Okay.
And then no, Michelle 6 goals in the history of the European competition. You see, Kofi no I playoff no. I'm saying other players be ni other players be advantage. I'm saying and why Anthony Gordon say 4 goals he. They say what about the second no? Top scoring chart no so. They say Mbappe has 13 goals. So on so have 10 goals. What about teams now? Automatic progression to next round. Almost when additional game money.
Yes.
Also because of your inability, I went to qualify automatically to next round. What about less games? But we also have more games.
Me so say you for better as no man.
Last season, no, that's how the end Madrid. This season, one say I'm a players be advantage.
Yes.
Sano, unya man of the match I am from.
Sebia,
what's how much now? Unya man of the match I am from.
Say
am from.
Yes.
And it's also go so I say.
But there's some quantity no.
Why do omunche unya man of the match I am from? We should go so my end. And a match on by day.
As a go ki agene yakobo bodu be bi
artist.
Jina wa. Unim say entisa de tie ne say ye bo World Cup no wa she 8 goals na team afrim. Unim say obi be tuma kwa kwaji goal ki no wabra on ebi a few matches now na lead you but we free nti no obi anya advantage akobo 3 at waso so the understanding is that knockout games you know any philosophy ne principle nti go key element of luck ho ebi a baby abefa obi so anko lead round of 16 ye na free what I say no obi lead knockout phase wa beje sa na si wo World Cup nti ene na omo trans omo say da bi once a competition no ne there e goals a be in the competition in there
nti as a Kofi am advantage be over omo a omo ntimi anya dey omo so nya direct progression to next round no now Kofi the man of the moment eni a obi edi no nkomo Anthony Gordon you see Anthony Gordon is a very fine player but onyanuru that world class status no. You see, as a player, you need some of these games or some of these moments to cement your status on in one. Because it is the Champions League. And this Kofi say, who display this exceptional performance? Attention, baby, also, I'm a more wedding more. 4 solid goals in the first half. In fact, the last time before this our record ABC dating back to October 2014. Luis Adriano and a first half 4 goals. And the man shattered the next game against Bertie Barisov. And then Anthony Gordon added the second player why that record. And go via man Basso Anthony Gordon. He did a marvelous work. It's the main reason why Newcastle ADD Peche Ewo Azerbaijan ho. Now Kofi, the giant killings are not ordinary. Na me ka the giant killings na enra. Ade na Bodo glimpse for the year no. Kofi omu deserve special mention and recognition and pay. Where this is the team who now only winless in the Champions League over the year 2025. Before you go to 2026, no. Now both of them win the Champions League match. You go 2026, they have won 3 Champions League games. Now check the oppositions. Check the opponent now. It will give you a fair understanding of how they have come so far and the wonderful performance of the Amaye. Now this is the team who Kofi 8 years ago. And no money opportunity by top flight football. Oh no, but Kofi omo no with proper scouting, any Kofi the right decisions. They are killing the giant. You see, omo team back I always say this. Ubeti ni omabo ewa we ayo omo de omeye. But Kofi omo krom ho no. Omo a very hard nut to crack. Very, very difficult opponent to face. So omo bo home. Omo tan lose European game omo fi ho. Very, very formidable opponent. Winning 3-1 against Man City. Omo by way ebe defeat Atletico Madrid won home. Again, omo tin omo home ashe runner up and a finalist of the Champions League Inter 3 goals to 1. Now Kofi, it will shock you to know. Say, compare quality ni bibia enye ye based on the number, based on teams now. Against Man City, what is a Man City squad value? Na 1.2 billion pounds. Inter Milan squad value, a year 550 million to 600 million pounds.
Okay.
Atletico Madrid squad value, around 500 million pounds. The entire Bodo team no squad value 56 million. And they do baby anya all the time they do baby a football sika.
They almost cancel you no.
Say yeah.
Omo bi an come to us.
Mate dey can I say. Edu Kofi you more ma ba so dey omo ye no dey Kofi an ordinary. They have really defied the odds omo ye adwuma no. Come up anti. Yeah more ma ba so.
Yeah that say papa. The tactical man Ocean. Di be happy every man.
Very extra careful.
Manensho.
We extra careful.
Manensho.
Manensho.
Mama Nasho.
Mama ninka mamino na mingine mi hudi.
Ocean out today Casamana Ninsem. What in the see about the messages in a be Eddie Fro at the mom. Nano another Church of Pentecost, Bricum area, Omo HS, Guka, Pentecost Prayer Camp, no, Omo A Biano. 2026 and on HSM team no a prayer and fasting and feast so as Guardian strategy and breaking down strongholds to Nyamia Duma 27th of February 2026 and Ibiano Shannon so same and a panel no 25 a copy say we are no miensa ebeko so Ogoka Pentecost Prayer Center honey say ebasom speaker no a apostle Robert Kwabena Ando wano a breakum area head and a few host no a pastor Evans Kwajo Brenya wano Goka district and a few so pastor Ebenezer Christopher Tete wano sikafo amantem district ho and team members no a be a Eda George Ochre wano a team leader and a few so Eda Jacob yaw training wano a team secretary and a few so Eda Emmanuel Ahianyo wano a financial chairman Eda Isaac Buadi Ampim wano a team member and a few so Eda retire JK Chreme Eda retire Charles Kufo Kwafu ana afi so pastors ni nyina bad ni no enya asem ketokranti Shannon so sample obetimi de nwa hyeme nyame adoma 27th of this month ye and as adwumedi no ye ko bia no nti yen Shannon so ne mfa pambo na yenko na esro adwuma ko bi so hia receptionist I see omo no mba be ye dwuma anti oba na what the application e da ba fiase oba na wa address the topic Akwaaba radio o de ba chano se ene ekopim Friday e da ochina e se o de application e ba ai se okoye adwuma reception hono ɛhɔ ɛyɛ hɔ a yɛsi hɔ yɛ neat ankasa ketewa no sɛ so ɛna adwumako no so ɛsa so nidie ɛsa wom nti bɔ mmɔden ne fa application bra wode ba yɛbɛgye na wo so yɛtumi afa yɛhia ba ne bɛrima nti hyɛ no so sɛ mpo application no wobɛtumi ɛde aba sesie ɛnɛ kɔpem ɔkyena wamfa ama na ɛsɛ no adwuma no ɔmpɛ sɛ wobɛnya adwuma yɛ nti fa application ne bra a is a receptionist no wobɛakɔyɛ adwuma hɔ wobɛakɔyɛ adwuma bɔsome akatua no sɛ pafo obeji amoni etimi age obedi ama bebre na saka na month asaba to so biom nti se wo tie me sesia na bomodi fa application bra fa bra Akwaaba radio odua ka se wo hwe topic na topic baji na wani wasinkunya na nkomo bia keche bia no wani wetimi edi omo nyina e kan bi enanopi wote yenkasa akodiem sem no yedi edan yenkone nkonyi messages ni bi emfro ye ba na yede fisem ana fen komo bia kechi bia na atwaso e de amamo wase ye friend Rabbi Hine wase I miss you guys okay you yaba na Facebook na say na nya difficult kakra ti say yaba wase good morning Kofi Tago watch you live and you are doing a great job here that say wase I am very disappointed in the Arsenal team and they will find difficult to win the Premier League a poor team in their top football league send my increase to Ishon from Baba Lusaka inside Brikum College of Education. Baba Eda Sana peace with the message, you know, Ediaba. Was a good morning, Akwaaba FM. Was I'm watching you live from Dubai, from Abdul Karim, the messenger, Ediaba. Was a good morning, Kofi Tago. Was a greeting to Hussein and Ocean from Abrante friend Christopher Fatre. Nasa Christopher Fatre, the messenger, Ediaba. Chris, your child, peace, Biaba Kodian. Was a good morning, Kofi Tago. Was I can see you that you are laughing over there, but Arsenal. We never lose hope until the end. Ismail the message on the free spin at the Eba and was a good morning. Was a on board. Enjoy the show live from Sunyane. Fantastic sports show. Yeah, that's a pass out the message now. We charisma dumb papa. The message or the abandon was a wow long time. I've missed you guys. Yeah, that's we John Kwesi Lampard. The message or the abba and an opinion. Now Yan twas in it was a priest that was in to give us or the Inabo say betway call or the betting call critical account to be a onya code and album about him one. What's it ago? So some coaches know how to build a team, but they can win a trophy. We are justice and to refer to Arsenal. Was it Kofi who sent to go with the ladies? Was we Arsenal men still have hope? Yeah, that's why. You Ismail, what a transparent on to Canberra say. Mingaje would say for one man and Arsenal for the emoji. Was it Kofi Ocean that he who has the Obelusu 8 Obelusu voting shot? Is it a one for the best now? It's was a baby about go speak on there. You was it Oshaka Arsenal team in the league in teacher debate no yan to you know Oshi what the girl lose vote to back on that. As I'm not critical. I know I do. Is it this a moya campaign? I just idea was best to is it money na makwati idea? This is moya na moya campaign. Natural Munsa no Tony. Say be a bit me about na rich there. Na ya the office no twaso e their mom. Na office am son so. Say ya dey be no Black Stars head coach Otuado Adin komo. Was say one of the players say omo man problem. Players are so much challenging no. And then the kind of players are no coach Otuado. Wo coach o mouth down pa wo ye adwuma. Na prayer baba I din da bia won sa sel dem fam ne nasefo. Ene coach ka secretary na mo ma ne nasefo no. Coach Otuado e kire se coach bi sa no. Wo no na ne enyomo. Na mom coach is and as a players a omo man how I is so maso dindinde man kwa wasenye ha na me free bay. Ene we train is so se da bi me fa wo de ne nasefo no. Na no ana coach Otuado e kire se and any players a wono Otuado Black Stars head coach no opelmo na ono mo eye dwuma yenkotie Otuado Black Stars head coach no koma enu a wode akoto jani Otu yentio what is it?
Because I always say that, and I tell to the other coaches, if the player can give me problems with me as a coach
98.1 Akwaaba.
So I like these players. Everything has to be in a certain range. like players who want to challenge me, who want to question me, or sometimes, or who are angry when they lose.
Akwaaba 98.1.
So, in my coaching career, actually, I did quite well.
Yo, we and in summer, Otuado, what to Jana Casano from Tebesre. What's so on in the coaching career? Is your coaches and as a player, sir, or we are stubborn. I so make my money problem. Players are making me a challenge, you know, and then couple of players or no coach Otuado, or no more young man, and it's me jipa. We and in summer, if you are by, I don't say Yadima. And tell yet, and it's Black Stars, your friendly matches me, you know, I say, I confirm that I know, is Yenny or maybe it's Austria, Germany, Bobono, and tell Yan is a brand your friend, Solomon Agbesi. Ono I had to goalkeeper no invitation akọ edema hat to kwa I see o ma deliver dem brand ten say Blasters call up no o ma to o ma sa frɛ ne say omra na onko boss a match CV na emfama o man nti Solomon Agbesi ono oni Benjamin Asare mina omo na o say
two goalkeepers now has ni nyina ekọ
yes anti the free hoba edon sem ye the amount ene anopi ewa Akwaaba radio 98.1 na yewa Blasters asio no is a number 1 goalie Benjamin Asare no eno a ye ne wule mama mu edi nkomo one so Blasters ro aba de dem go post na dada na ene ne di nkomo na so work up man for say Asare as ni pedigree ewa west stage no onhwe na ntimi amoan ne na asefa minim o hwe ansema yi se man for okay no yankope goalkeepers foforo na ga World Cup yamfa ne enkwa na no ana mamudi intirebusi edemai
yeah, na minti o masia because Africa place a bit me a winning World Cup no. Nti de bia nyame fa mbɔ ne nkyɛm yɛ ma Europeans no mileage na ya wɔ mo ase yankasa na ya criticize ya ho ya na ya kyerɛ mo sɛ ball no sɛ bi ɔmo wɔ anim too much ɛsen boy no before Asare buy no share record na ye be qualify na very slim but boy ne buy no lack bi ba team no mu a it was very very difficult at that time but buy no we had a smooth transition directly to qualify. And you know, to me, you know, goalkeeper ben on person and qualify him. Goalkeeper that qualifies no. That we were risking not to qualify from nowhere, an unknown person because Switzerland. Because yeah, of course, it's due Switzerland kakra. The goalkeeper's coaches leave Switzerland beside me say, now they na atizigi I don't know or yeah they were on that Ghana for unknown person. I say I'm difference no. Or that was her. But why they are qualified? Me Atizigi is one of my favorite goalkeepers. Me Penasempa, but boy in the Bayano. Or no, make me say he played 50% role in our qualification. Into to me no, so people should just stop saying World Cup be a non-percent. They want to pull a goalkeeper out. And yen is how Wabre on qualified. Let's help him. Let's encourage him. Send your more mama and for say undo. The pressure better as well. Elementary mistakes do. Let's just support him. He's up to the task.
Okay. Visene de tia answer ebimo etadwene ne say wo hwe group on face strikers see e betima ko sia mo World Cup here. Is our stage no so enu wo sada no wan hwe na do bi na ho popo sasa ba no so.
Yeah for Samia as an example. Sabe Samia local and another. But what did Samia do? He showed to the world say a local goalkeepers chance they could become one of the best. To me, Samia is the best ever goalkeeper. Apart from me, Robert means I'm and me. Intimate Robert means someone said the last 20-25 years. To me, Samia is the best ever goalkeeper Ghana. Samia is the best ever Ghana. Me time. Me find me year. I think I'm 41, 2000s Edebano. Samia is the best ever goalkeeper. People might argue, but I don't know, not a local goalkeeper. Until let's give this guy a chance. I think he's up to the job or the task.
Until and found a sort to how he says strikers in the best summer and corner. So Yenya Gidi when he so bit match.
77, Debbie America, 11. England for now, let me tell you something. Madame for me, in this starting England for Bano. Biggest headache Black Stars. Yes, England national team biggest headache Black Stars. We want to for Madam for 2 English national team. Almost say their biggest headache Ghana. So much me go over Ghana, they know say they will go far. Me no me say I believe say Ghana be you England. Your players no one thing every man I say your players need to be Even were UK, I'm about English Premier League, no. In the IS has never won. And your form near the box. Yeah, players no sabi. Most of the European strikers, no. Maybe I make us say European strikers no sabi ya wo mo Europe. Enti no mutimi bo national teams no. And also mutimi bo benfanse Manchester, Chelsea. But obi obo Africa sabi ne papa ni bi ni mama ni bi. Na wetimi ko pie wo Chelsea no. Ara we pie wo Manchester. And I say the big clubs. This should tell you, say, even though we start from nothing, we have the talent more than them. In fact, so Drogba, anyway, England, they could have won the Ballon d'Or. I don't see any problem with Asari going to meet the strikers at all.
We and then some William Amamu, former Black Stars goalkeeper. Then come on, or they are two they see US honey, so Bob in the business. I see FIFA for new fast star hotels are holding so so no more booking ahead of World Cup. Just come and say I see what the back to me or some I want to see I could be see. Now, young trust now young queen Malija Lasso, you bizarre say also what you do Ghana how man for some more king Benjamin Asali, the common is also dear fan.
Currently, Asari performance, no any other goalkeepers. Kotoa, Mono. Is it not the same? Same. What is Ghana 4% Asari improve? What prove beyond reasonable doubt? Then a man for name Asari. In Division 1, he was the best in Division 1 for over 3-4 seasons. Olympics or one okay, over 16 clean sheets. Although our club equal relegation. Yem beside Yeni Panama or group. How many of Panama players are on Marco World Cup? SCM Mukudus, Asamoaja, any local league, no boy, and sign on local professional. This is a sorry time. He's going to prove, and he will be one of the best, among the best in Ghana, as ever produced in this World Cup. And a tournament, a ye player to be exceptional. Asare will be among the best to be an exceptional in this World Cup, if Nyame Boa. The only thing we must do is Yambon Paiman. Beside those are the World Cup Ghanaian goalkeepers who are playing in Europe. How many of them Rebecca said they are performing better than Asari? The Ghanaian citizens and more naturalized. How many of them are performing better than Asari? Atizigi, he was a third goalkeeper. He went to the World Cup. He was one of the best. Although Antonio qualified, your players nature. At the end of the day, if Asare was able to keep warm and be my local players in Ghana, a bit more confidence means local league anymore means you let me pick him. That's the only thing we must think about. As Nikoto Bobola, a second rated high profile match in Africa at first. As Nikotoko rivalry. Inti if Boatumiada has Nikotoko matches, and at the tension woman. Apart from the noise in World Cup, what is the tension in it?
Oh, okay. Now, okay, comments, fan of who ya, Wagase, if I be a bit man, I felt one as one.
David, Asari is a big guy. He has seen it all. I don't think so. The only thing is the way Usha Asari is here. Every club supporters penasem. That's the key he has. Kotoko has will be a penasem. Until be a bon payment. And the way he controls his back four. Apart from Lele, Samia Jemo, how many of goalkeepers young from the past after Lele are they to me or not to me control on the back four? Asari is going to prove a point in the World Cup.
Is he number one?
One Kasa may decide a question, say, why they perform better than him?
Yo, we and then Sama Alijala, what they atuja and a pay yedi mouth, and they will tibenya ya. Now, yan trust na young quay anyway, and as I yin ye if you are young cabby, why? Now, the day I used to young retire, was in the body yan trenachy, into Guswa elbow, Sabrina so on retire, was on the body in the bachelor, but for none idea, one day I is a born Oguswa wobo.
Yeah, no, I never thought about it because my body is good, I feel good, played a lot of years, and touch wood, I've been fit for several years and been able to play games upon games. I live my life day to day, so I prepare myself every time to have a better tomorrow on the field, off the field. I don't think about that. I think when the moment comes, your body will tell you. That's how I see it, and for now my body is not responding negatively at all, so I need to continue working. The matches will get me fitter, will make me feel better, and that's all I'm thinking about. But no, I never thought about stopping because the 6 months I didn't play was not football reasons. It was personal reasons that I had to deal with and sort and before, so I could clear my mind and come back and be on top of my game mentally, physically. But I was working, so I'm quite happy, and this is the start of something new, and I hope we end it well.
Yo, we and Sema. Abrante de ayi wada to jana yemfa we ntwato na yenkwa bedwafo na nyame adoma eda memenda shana so Bechem United elko tema na one club of friend Vision FC eda kopem so ewani aje Okrako Sports Compress eno aye Ghana Division Premier League week number 23 game itoja na no ana coach Kabramisa edi nkoma akra edi afasa game no
so we share Majebo Astro Tapes do so although we lost 2-1 for Dreams and we lost 2-1 at Basake. But you can see that all that matches we really performed. We played well, but normally AstroTurf, we don't come out early. We see the performance in the first half always is not good for us. Especially that 2 matches we are talking about. We concede early goals, led by 20 minutes, we are down by 2 goals, which we have sat down to correct it. So going far to Tema on the Ajay Kreku Park is not something that we are going to make that mistake by conceding early goals. And I think in every match we play as AstroTurf, the second will play better than the home team. So this time around, we are going to make sure we don't concede early goals so that in the second half, it will be ding-dong affair between the 2 clubs. And that is exactly what's going to be a difficult game for us. Because they also have at the background of their mind that they have never beaten us before. Since they have not beaten us before and they are playing home, they thought this time around they have to beat us. But we're also going to live on our records. We are going to rely on our records that they have never beaten us before, both home and away. So we are going all out and make sure they don't defeat us so that the record will stand. That is exactly what we are working on it, to make sure we don't concede goal. Especially Mangopa, so far I think 3 matches on a row, we have never conceded a goal, which means gradually we are picking up from there. I'm very sure this time around we'll score, but we'll make sure we'll protect the goal and make sure we'll come out victorious, because scoring and equalize or scoring right before we equalize is not a good thing we are supposed to do. So this time around, we make sure we are going to score and protect the goal.
We and then Sama free Coach Kabramisa Nakati Eba Kwame. Kufi,
Kufi Medase. Kufi, you see, this Benjamin Asare issue, no? Kufi, I say, once and for all. Yes, so I go far back. The stories had been Benjamin Asare in some one hour.
Say no, but me decided or no, I can't.
Say me nyas in Bianca.
Young boy.
Kufi, Benjamin Asare issue. Kufi, only the informal goalkeepers needing come. Some of them would say Omokasa no Omokana and they cover that argument near them. Ediba. Kufi, me ni obi any problem. So because Benjamin Asare the best goalkeeper in Ghana. But to tell William Amon sem no kind what it seems like your Ghana ha ye ma players never Europe no the mileage. Ye more with the mileage. Kofi.
Nanya no kure.
Adie be a football be in Europe be a papa chen the Ghana. I'm telling you today. Opa beji mo chinji. Adie be a football. Ye football. Ewo Europe. Any football yen wo Ghana Kofi. Even Europe crowd Kofi makwa actually. South Africa, Egypt, adie be a football bia omo ye bia Kofi. Ye papa chen ye o my way mu no. And intina ye play a timiji go king. No akwa Egypt won't me more. And intina ye best player be ko Sudan won't me more. Ye best player be ko Tunisia won't me more. So Kofi se obeka kire say omo na e wo Europe ni ye mo the mileage ah. Kofi baby in place you was see ano. Baby I wo see mo mileage no. E ye ho na ye place ho nyina no e prako. Baby e place na e prako no see ye mo mileage. Na Kofi die na ye football ye na the papa wo ha e chen Europe for no. Did you tell us? Kofi quality na wo Europe no Kofi ye wo bi wo ye ha die. Quality na wo Europe no Kofi wo bi wo ha. Now her Semenyo, the quality of Semenyo, which one strike or Ghana, because crowd, as I said, I say, compare mangoes with oranges.
the standard of Antoine Semenyo Sisiano. Chile me one Ghanaian player. He Fatao Ishaku. You who Ghana ha. Okodru of Europe, near the quality, improvement about Fatao Ishaku Bonum. So Kofi, can be actually say the difference between Europe and Africa and Kofi Gabon and even the difference between Ghana and the North Africa and Kofi Gabon and white and internet quality players no your best players no call win to me mono. So for you to tell us yeah man about the mileage because what is mileage? No who na be mileage. Kofi who na be mo obi ono no bobo Europe no European players na be mileage. Now why anymore? But league now we born a league how she go Africa how she Ghana league go we do a no. So Kofi everything about them Kofi when it comes to football papa chen the no. Because everything we are doing here Kofi we are learning from Europe no. So for you to tell us more the European players in my league Kofi you know correct. Kofi de bia ye kasa asem say Black Star players ni nyehwe omo nyehwe ye pan for local players ni Kofi we can't combine our local players and for more national team ni yida sab man and ye feel say has the local players you know ekobo Ghana against Nigeria Kofi nti ye players ye bo Ghana league ye betima ka bo ma ho de afesi South Africa Kofi ye players ye bo Ghana league ye U11 the best levels and more represent Black Stars Kofi on betimi Algeria for Egypt for now Kofi they can't adebi ha football issues Kofi ye for emotions in 20 ni ye face the reality on the ground ye face reality now no ye DJ ye players ya ye say Galaxy Kofi omo ko duru South Africa is saying omo lose game no so Kofi the difference is now what European players and the African players no aje on person obeka no kre aje e bia the emotions na e kan asem no but Kofi say person face the reality on grounds Kofi gap na e wo mu ntem no so na Kofi coaches ni free akosua de ba ozo se e mo mileage coaches no ye form na o makosua de wo Europe de aba Ghana ha efe panfo timi kwose ye kosua de wo Europe de aba ye se club administrators enkonkoye enkosua de wo homra Kofi will play at me free Premier League no akobo a junior team second division no akobo division 2 will play at me free Premier team no they also have the best player no okwa na ye de bo your second team no onye omo first teams ni bi more so Kofi the difference between the European players and the Ghanaian players Kofi all the emotions ka beka so omo ye pe Kofi Gabo no enye pe di omo nsu na ho ne nsu bi wa coaches papa coach omo Kofi ni bi wa Niema ewo mo di sua de Kofi yenhu bi kura da so we should ye ni kan just ade ntum so yan kan
coaches ni nya papa
Kofi na say coaches nya de nche European coaches no wo ko ho no ma ko kire wa de so ya de chen no ne ma ne mra me sua bi wa
ko sua de free obi ona chese bia ni pa kro no ya de se no na sese
na nkan ko sua say as de nte ko sua de
no bi o wa ben but as ade sua ni say en ko school ya na onim sa
nti na me chese Kofi the moment a be ko bi na say wo ko sua de there is some level of ade bia wo ni bi na wo ko sua funu ade no ma ha me sua bi nko wo de no wo bibi aburo ne de ne so a mo no so mra Ghana ha na yemfa Dortmund coaches ni ma say ye ba coaches training wo pram the Ghanaian coaches mun training Dortmund coaches no because here is the case they be na so ehwe den a community say they have something that we don't have so Kofi Sansem na William Amo kan de obetimi make any case for Benjamin Asare but for him to say as say you hire ma the European players in the mileage ni Kofi mileage no mo mu kido mileage dada ye ni hwe they we can't promote them Homuna promote you more that. And Kofi ubi na Ali Jara say Benjamin Sare and you go akotwa more than you are da. Kofi o say me say ni wo home. Ali Jara. O say man no ya mun you go no Kofi sometimes Kofi ta go na this money wo you ha. Kofi ta go. Kofi ta go.
Okay, and I still poison you for set different tears no ga. Nen to bi trim. Udim za say no ka udi agro e be to bi trim. Kofi ta go e dangerous to the society.
Ya mo
interview no.
Manya fair to ayo. Asare.
Unim say da bi nyesa.
Wo busa wase mano no ya.
Go no mo dan.
Kwato amo.
Go no mo dan.
No mo nya bia na ezi.
Kofi
na nya bo
Kofi Sansem mu nya aka. Enti na me ka cho say football nti na to bi 300 million, ya to bi $100,000 no. Kofi anya pe. say no Elijah Arabe make case yam fa Benjamin say reach Benjamin say obi ani say World Cup no be ko bi but kofu be ka say Manuel no ya mu go no mo da no kotfo mu go no mo da bi na Benjamin Asare da de kofi no ntimi ne kotoko mo abra beta mo anum na ebo nan me kan kire say ya nhani ntino eye kotfo mu go ni bi no da no kofi oni kotoko mo mehye kotoko kuma ase e ma ye mo area boss na fa na dey atu fam kotoko ntimi mo short on target na wie wa a different team of Ghana Premier League na we ka say because of anything no eye kotfo mu go no mo da no Manono ya mu go no mo da na bi na Benjamin Asare da na kofi esa wa nye fair to even kotfo amu ne Manono ya no kofi I see obi ka tell say
onye goalkeeper kofi me bisa da bisa so anya fair to kwatwa na say
because we goalkeeper kofi standard ne nyepe debi kofi na say go no obi adabi na say we say mo boss Sunday Stars no and say Messi mo ball na bi na abo Messi mo ball na
yes na say Messi bobo so bobo anya the same ball na mbo
when the same ball one chance kuta kwa chance na say Kofi tago asem them the one tiase Kofi on say gradually these interviews now yen retired goalkeepers ni no omo ni won na dey pressure to Benjamin Asare so omo mom na dey pressure to Benjamin Asare so now what ma Benjamin Asare who say now go now koto header no or that the same goal go now Manuel no header no eno bi no order Kofi unti me bo house nkan je me say go now Manuel no header o Bayern Munich ho koto amu de no mo ye no remember no
koto ani no ya do mo Ghana Premier League anti strikers o mo ntimi
no mo be ni
me bisa so mo bobia
omo ntimi mo Ghana Premier League no
omo bobia anti strikers ntimi so man
me say
yes
asem na o kan enya
enti won kwasiri go won kwasiri go ina via de ye never want it
Kofi
ya bon national league
consider goals and omo consider
omo consider goals
teams na Premier League champions omo consider goals e tell you how the goal no team no utipe no na
masa
masa
Kofi se o ka se omo Ghana Premier League ma nka ye Kofi me se o pese o hu se standard na ye ka se ye ni omo no nye pe na me se wo dia na Europe no ye kwa achi o Kofi do em form fa Italy ho na nkopie North Africa ya si a place ni do North Africa na obetimi gi go kin wa ha na ye kwa Kofi ni afro bi say Hamza Isa say o house best players ni bia South Africa for no so me ne o trials what Hama best player na o ha na house from say obo house no ye the best player no South African team man Chelsea ka say ya turn it outright but ye trials Kofi and the level of football obo no ha South Africa France be any trials certain players say ono say obi obo Real Madrid Kofi kanokre
ye premier coach ye ginidi ai
Masuekuna du ko ye no division 2 eno ko wanti ya say pam so omra onye ni
ye mo na wadi we yand na no
Masuekuna du ko ye no Kofi amfa division 1 kwase ba Kofi nanu ade ya ye die wi se Taylor no waji go kin wa ha me wa okoye no Kofi die wi se Sambai Steven Amankona Kofi ye nyina nu how Amankona o sister but waji go kin say 2 times easy Albert am friend of us here be bad na nanu abeta mo abewa me boy speak kan say oba ya no be boy speak say to Kofi the standard is some person mo me fair analysis we shouldn't compare our Premier League players with those playing at Europe Kofi Europe one there Kofi gap na dem na say even South Africa me say Hamza Isa so mra me trials
yeah that's it right
Hamza Isa quite trials
yeah that's it who say yentie
okay Kofi Benjamin Asare in common I think say you stretch it too much also because Ghana Premier League in Ankasa no positions bebre yeah Black Stars ni mu ho yare krasi goalkeeping ti se uko face England na usuro Hurricane shot usuro Foden nomne Morgan Rogers Jubileum nomne Kobe Mainu nomwa no hu se positions bi o hana wa miemi atais ni mu ho na shot ni be fraba In as much as you're discussing goalkeepers, we have to also look at certain crucial positions. Because you're Tehani Aboy and what suffering, your defense in Yaba could say. Blasters, your defense in Young Kwafko in every defense. And we should be very critical about defense, no. And now when himself walk up na ye kono ye po one player na say ye crucial pa Thomas Partey. Partey so na albatross. Essence ni komu as say Partey board da hokra na ne kon no. Until you ask yourself say if you don't get that Partey that you are expecting, why na bobo mfini ade amount. Said e be ya say team bi opponent bi so keep pressure because Ivan Perisic ne nkokora bom kura no. Ko okay. Luka Modric. Nkokura bom kura nra. Ko Minis what masia. So you look at all these boys. England. Omo fini ebe face yen. Omo wingers. Na o say Gideon Mensah ntimi ntake Mali. Gideon Mensah ye ni Niger wentimi ntake. Yane ayi Angola wentimi ntake. Before the matches ni nyina so na ma Sunday questions Gideon obo ball wa bruchire. Enti ka bibi say no ontimi ntake mafuta no. Enti be na wingers no. For the next Saka nom ne Rashford nom the ball na wins wa. Matema trust Gideon Mensah. Minis what masia. Is Ghana want to boy two because I lead the position they are check. Kale Yinchi, ya me feda na wa invite aba number 2 no. Na say ideally no, ye fullbacks in fact, say Salisu so pyramid. And they say aka wan. Jiku.
Yes.
Anyway.
And Jonas Ajete.
Jonas nyo over Wolfsburg after our queen. The one way ye chire what say mu a. On dem chiro. And your dying situation. Minister mpacho mo compete wo baby. Nko for. Mamba ko compete wo. Yanko ye ni mo. You look at all these problems. Yewo plus coaching problem. Now, I think our national team coach, obe confused than any other national team the coach about World Cup maybe. Minim Ghana, na minim amo nipa 18 or more koye. I trust these guys. They'll make the coach confused than ever. I know these people. And you see, the last I remember, I'm senior colleague, me person me bonedi. With the national team na Chiko Japan, but yeah, or professional standards abaso and a coach in blaster to the level. What I don't know to how to say Thomas Tuchel and I say Pep Guardiola. And I say, no to how to point out who will be there. Imagine saying you call Arsenal camp and now call Pep Guardiola camp and no more children on my day routine. I won't say, baby, or more drone, they are far gone. Kofita, and please, goalkeeping department is a problem, but it's not our only problem. Because say fab best goalkeepers saying top goalkeepers saying not defense and enye mfini nya your problem. Me major concern pan say with this national team. Mintimin trust obi yawo. Even Semenyo our form or Man City no. Nya de yen hu bi da ne Semenyo our form Euro. No ever national team no want bimbo because there's a certain coach who is supposed to make sure so be fit you in proper. Meba. Meba cho mo ba say na eko. Players no play ya ball ma so na individualistic play. Individualistic play. No je ball na Ishaku ni kudu so no. But team na kasa see you build a team out of your squad no. Otuaro has never shown so we build a team. Or by your first one, second one build a team ba kokura. Be seen the blasters any team. Individuals na nti na we anyway born na fa na abom aba so ade cha na si form nti you build a team for us to trust system no nti mesre the story of Benjamin Asare no in as much as say ehu no short ni free baby na be ba Asare so nti ho na see pay attention more
tire no
what defense any infinity ho na see pay attention more. But you see, in as much as Makasa, it doesn't mean that the first set Benjamin Asare Kwakoda goal post in Kofita should be something that we should just say there's no difference between ball no European football no. You guys, do you have any idea of say them conform with your ball ni say? Akofita go unjin this say o de kotoko fesi any single Premier League team obesha no 20 and 30. Unjin ni say obesha no 15.
Bet me happy.
O de has ko obesha 15. Oh, 15. 10. Double number say 50 ako. Na bodo on timi she kotoko 10. Bodo ne kotoko. Obesha ne 10. Bodo obesha kotoko 10. Nonjaland obesha kotoko has 10. Me use kotoko ni because I'm na empening for. Mo amaka na me momudi kra because mo beje kwanim.
Environment na ebe.
Kofita go. Ampacho ayi nano ye kosoro ha ya kofesi with that. With that o my emrepa but that's almost she kotoko simple.
5.
Hey, say
5.
Enti bodo be she kotoko 10 kofita go. What mo bidi matam no me chew kroma. Kofi. Esro ya o je say 5. Nti me si bodo be she satis we 10 unyin. I'm only trying to nti like me pese yina ye te ase say so what try now compare say what ye nyamrasem so compare the standard of Manuel no ya ne kotwa say kotwa go na order no
ebia na
Benjamin Asare eda now okasa say Benjamin Asare go be kasa ho bie go ta go obekasa ho bie
besi why
nti misramo now agbasi Kofi agbasi call up the confusion beba because say intel ya Kofi go so me trust source mo dey bay say no cresa agbasi so betimenya national team call me enya me nwa because has of in history with the Blasters and the all the time say has player cover Blaster there to my 11 kra na keepers me no dey say so okay but e basa no a omo ba hwan na be the goal post nim because agbasi super friendly games in India ono so be here playing time so obekọ worker yes sir Benjamin Asare so be here playing time now for the national team the ebia offer omo ba akoko taba
the all can me no ya adwempa
but omo ba club na e we so obi enya bi da said e be ya
oba keep in form no
good so okay say omo nda half so a matches na omo be nya no particularly Asare no ye first keeper no sam na ezi nyina ye bompa ye say Asare better all the matches so to keep a sharpness because goalkeeping yeah the sharpness reflexes na sharpness the man who the goal post no now on say sorry Asare first of all, Blaster and hope. But I saw a channel crowd. The obviously a page and that with a 1 million. But a true level be no. No, the confidence, yes, your ball games will be short to corner so. But no organization need be at a certain time. No one to me crunch the defenders and say, Nina say official opportunity be number. But say no, sana goalkeeping there. The more you keep, the more now sharpness. Nti Agbashi call up on there. A for Agbashi. But say Drew Agbashi soon you call up national team. There's a house keepers me you know.
Yeah.
Na nti has second keeper so call national team. Abra other teams need your first keeper to be cool. I don't see a different question for another day.
You mate me that say yentie we
Kofi Tago
Mose go tie you
no ntie nkakra
yanko
wani ntie nkakra untie obeti panka Kofi eno good news for Ghana they say nearly 3 weeks out Thomas Partey make appearance and Mra Villarreal a deputy Levante I think so nya over 11 minutes be
yes boy
you see it is good. It is good for the Black Stars because ye didn't come ye nyina obia Black Stars dan akuma so bia ye worried and throughout the week a lot of people share me and no mo bisa me say Partey krampo betimi akọ World Cup ne bi eno na nasafo ayi na ase
on guy just onye Blaster coach
and you know bisa say Partey ni condition it is saying da bi everybody me manama me manama
me so court be
na me shamra wo mu betimi Masha Brano.
Court is so here so come wake up.
Nanka.
Court today here on view.
Now mo nyina ka bo pan ko World Cup games ni bi.
Na me bo me.
O mo be point ba ko he World Cup games ni. Na.
Me man nko me hia na me no ya ade no.
Right.
Me hia na de no ya ade court me ka
say court. Yanko why. Yo. Nana kan ka bi enti.
Nana me ka say court bia no man we mo obesisa no. Mi si o bie mo pacho. Ready. Kobi, see. Now you worried. Because upo every national team bia wo key players bia omoni da mo so say ko tournament a. You see? Kobi, what makes you think say France for you so hopeful say World Cup no ba beji? What makes you think say Argentina for you so hopeful say World Cup no be defend it? And other teams are here who so me a favorite because of their quality players. Because Argentina ba tournament and the man in Nigeria so beji say oh Messi or Alvarez.
Yeah.
Spain airbound no so any abro so ba beji no. Oni say your man ni Pedri ne microphone ho. But in our case say basi a tournament ni is okay you key players no. They are risking missing out so far as the tournament is concerned. Then it means it is a huge concern for us as a country. Because you have a cancer sarisu, Uncle B. Yadena, no. You really any a cancer about Kunupo friends and Kudus. And also the fitness is in doubt. Oh, and yet, no, any idea not a problem. And for us to see Thomas Partey back to the field, no, good news. Now, mom, no, dear, yes, then say, obey to me. I'm maintaining the fitness condition. Now, wait me more minutes. Send a bear, obey sharp. No, bet my cup boying. Was upo, Partey experience, no coffee here. You hear Partey experience, no. You hear Partey experience, no power, you it is good. It is good. Yeah, everyone say, obey more minutes, now the fitness and ever come. As you go here, let me share my personal story. Be na me fan cancer be William Amamu. So ni di nkomenra.
Yeah.
Na go here, me story no in 20 sabona o hanke be me de. In 2016-17, thereabout, now ye made the games or Domas school or na Domas Central for ne as a fire service force say. Indeed, ye bobo na penalty by. Maestro mo kwansa God ma mu nyina gina ya Denis Asamoah no nyina. Ana opoku Shiva no nyina na mekofa penalty no.
Okay, so bobo.
Samebo. Muti asena meka ni yo, me de asembi. Me fa penalty ne pe obi anka hwe o ena kwansa God man some people be session of nkrofo bi say o obese no na me se mebo so obese no na kwa say divide opinion we say obese we say obese we say obese we say obese we see me focus echo omo ana omo se mese no ampa ina mpa kofi mi ko gina penalty ni ho no mi bo penalty ni se no me bo se no penalty se mi ni bo pa ba me bo se no me bo fa nchen
di omo kan ni tiana
see someone o ha nka se we ya mi kan nka he will put it in a proper context e bi obetuma kan in a way bi a on me say west am I at say me bo se no
wow because of
Niaman Sam no more kind ninti.
Akoto trim.
They discourage me.
There's a commercial crunch.
Some measure.
In
football, I didn't see you.
Yes, any room.
Said down to back. Say, oh, my way more, on way, didn't quit, and where dear no be, and I way no cobo. When I said, Coffee, I'm paying a body of grass, and Nipano. Only that strong mentality, dear Mokano, a baby, words are powerful. Benjamin Sari, we are burying him alive.
Yes, you know.
Yes, you know. And I'm so sad. I'm so sad for Benjamin Asare. We are burying him alive. I tell you where the Amoki came. Say Benjamin Asare could do America ho. Na oye little mistake be mistake Amanuel no ya baby. Mistake Akwaaba the baby or Belgium. Mistake Jordan Pickford baby or England. Mistake Dominic Livakovic baby or Croatia.
Martinez mo.
Mistake David Raya and answer Unai Simon and answer Barcelona goalkeeper baby with Spain.
Yes.
So Benjamin Asare koye the same
Asemnesi. Yanka
sa koye mo mfa nko. Kofi don't you see
you can be metie pa.
Benjamin Asare o abusuya o. De ye kan tibio. O tinsem na ye kan bi. Enti de ye no it is discouraging the goalkeeper. Abra Kofi onye boni bia. Onye boni bia o. Boni a wa ne ese ya friend blasters no koye wa yire no wada. At mama ya qualify ko bo World Cup a wa kibu clean sheet enei. Eye obvious say ono na ese so koye number 1. Boni e Benjamin Asare ye nyina nie. Ano ntimi na. Ena Mbappe be bo shot. Harry Kane be bo shot. Harry Kane shot na dance ne. You see, Kofi, this is the point where we know that we'll even lack goalkeepers in that department. For so long that I'm here. Sa akwe eveze. Akwe bowling oko go kick oko chini. Ofori. Atizigi. Wala court. Kwara say. Me after all Ellen Sami aje. Goalkeeper bi enu waya ade ma me o blaster so. Benjamin Asare na ma me hope.
Oh, okay.
Na de olele ni we no be fence wala kwot ni we be ye de say me goalkeeper kakra bi commitment bi o manamfo no ni we in a department where we know say we lack quality and all of a sudden obi about that department na be steady the ship and the stability about a goalkeeping no all of a sudden they are not discouraging keeper and confidence. Do we know what we are doing?
Okay.
Yo. A national team nkomo na yakwana enye ya na eba yeso. Yakwana Ghana anya ya na yedi enmonyam. So Kofi, at this point we have to encourage the goalkeeper.
Okay.
Say Benjamin Asare hero.
Yo.
In conclusion, say no na me kan sembi. Maybe o dey point we ha. Hussein edibi to so. Se sia ni submission and say for you to blame Benjamin Asare, first of all, you don't have trust in your attack. 2, you don't trust your midfield. Thirdly, you don't trust your defense. But Benjamin Asare is Spider-Man. Now who center back who did na who Bobo Tantani Biaze goalkeeper. Benjamin Asare or a striker. It is your ability as a striker to score goals to protect the defense. In football, you can say the best way to defend is to attack.
Yes.
And to we know anyone the ball, Ibano share. Now we hear Juma come near there. About preventing the number of shots our keeper be consider.
Okay.
Say defense. Who you Juma here now protected goalkeeper now. And my ball do one corner so say midfield also here what Juma here ball no defense so. And mo kasa mo di ko blame keeper na say ono na be problem dia ma no. What check your defense? What check your midfield? What check your attack?
I know ya sema you say we say that say 0242020208 and 0207573003. Good morning.
Hello.
Yes sir.
Ike ni onasa.
Ike ain't you.
Yo tago anopai mamemmo osina baso papa. From day one, aside the issues ibayin, onya na chidi da biarada. Na manijima ocean. He said, "Why na ye ni esi so no?" Sesia ye den ona wase ye kokko start no. Enti akora na Hussein e kase ye mfa no nkono. O anya 20 years. 20 years experience ben and oni kwa akobwa Black Stars. Aside na oni team na abo. Omo ageli together. Afa na akokfa obi foforo na afi okwa bibi na ontimi ntia sali sumo. Ontimi ntia defender bia jekumu nya ontimi ntia bia na afi ogina musa na ye jigu musa.
Yo.
Ana haruki mono anya bia enya bo okure na bi no mbebo. Yesra omo. Muma akora no onye na sunje na onye boni bia. Na o sina ka no. Onye boni bia.
Yeda sipa Ike nyamishira pa na odi awadi abana pe. Good morning.
Good morning.
Yes, sir, when you?
Welcome to Juni.
Iyo John Bachi inti ana ma neso kakra mame.
All right, welcome. Na me eno ana me ti mo show no. Na obin, na me say obin ka say Benjamin sorry, eno all kana asem no on kana asem bio. So okay. Na welcome na me expect say ne nka obisa na Benjamin sorry ho asem no obeka say oh, nura ma ka say minka goalkeeper no asem bio.
Cause one guy onya hwenke ntie so okay.
Debbie, Bakofi. Platform when a platform can see it.
Yeah.
And you know, why shall you for you now? Say, can I send you from yesterday now? Can I send Benjamin Asher as you? Bakofi. The media omudi bueno. In fact, and yet, assembling na ocean akano. Assembling na ocean akano. Na, we say so, we say you'll be on pet abembu on buni public. Sana na minim using. But as a sorry issue, said I was saying a treaty. Bueno, Emi Yama, we say Nankasangasa, Emi Yamano. Because when he again, she say, okay, back of Finano Bassa Bobo, Bassa goalkeeper,
one Garcia.
A woman, born and funny Nasi. Oh, back of it. Oh, Yamoya and Yafe.
Mate, Yedasipa. Yedas, Yamishra, Yedasipa. Hello. Yeah. Hello. Good morning.
Good morning, Tago.
Please, I ain't you.
I'm in charge, right? Yours. But I'm about to finish. But I don't know. I don't know. I can't be able to go for Maro. I would be able to go for it. Akwaaba. Only go to the table. We are carrying the first one. I can't the best and answer saying, brother, you don't know what you don't know. And this is how to be. And I can't stop for them panels. I love
you. Yeah, that's the Christian. Good morning. Well, so we beat me again so now it me afa na hasi. Good morning.
Good morning, Tago.
Yes, sir, when you?
Jackson se kwa jere.
Jackson yenti we.
Me da se pa Tago. Tago ni me kan nyina ne se Benjamin Asare. Oye number 1. Na mum yesre Ghana mpanyimfo a oni omo ye interview. Comparison no yesre omo fanto.
Iyo.
Esan se oni obema boy na ye na dwen se oni omo ye pe okodema after all. Obe feel proud. Boro was so kuni hokora no. After all, minimum ye pemi nkumi ho. Ebema ni Ghana for no e kan nyina be yeden. Ebebam ti yesrom comparison no mo fanto. Na asena so de omo ye de ye de o masipa.
Ye da se Jackson da se pa. Adolf my jiwe. Then phone ye yanopi. Hello. Adolf.
Tago.
My jiwe.
You me bomba baso pa. Tago. That's all your homework be money. Asare oba blasters go do our done hall clean city away no hall and if you have to focus on ojina mu no clean city away we am fan to more ka say on self fata media nyema hu say on person otoado nanimu gu ase and I ewura na ntakin so animu gu ase se na be ya o meka say ai
ntakin ni obi mu
cat no more ka say element bia o mbeko bia no mo we one you go keep no Tago yedi hu ko ma te kuruma o na sa nyame ya adom na wayi obi se ama ye fa ho ni ba nipa no ba bi ofri na ye kuni sunsu mu se ya ni je wa Tago ya na men tia se nti we ta yi no mamia na ne sa ko no mo kasa no se so mo ani ya so se ni se so mo to ani de na bonkuma batu ko tamu akoy be bi mi da se bi
yeah that's it 0242020208 0242020208 kakrebine no chino na ya page mu na DJ Jovia abetwa so e dia ma hello yes I kiniana yo I mayinti we
That's why I'm saying that's why I'm yada ba kwa you me say yamhwe hu say ball a ye bon as 27 you see bit mu na ye Man City oh ye no anado di free bomb kwa ba Man City na ye Ghana ye players na na sa de no bit mu ma ne destiny na he dey abam no de yakwa ni mu if say unya ball na say bi wo touch ball no for break na wo break ball a nya wo ye player wo expecting say ben polo a you are able to shoot. Ada se ball no ebeko enko eno ye wan ti upeja uti ahia o distance untumi shoot man nko pole mse be se no eye wo prayer na ye se wo tu ani ayere
apɛ
okay
na wadane ama no wodane man wi a ball no a wo nkai so shoot na ya adwuma ebiem no Benjamin Asare de o mo ka no in fact Benjamin Asare from day one go fi why ade go hia ya ade me ankasa me wo ha no da bia me ka say woto ado ne coach Benjamin Asare ye number 1 goalkeeper because okita lack and what the other team nti o mo ma ne mfa ne lack ne nye dey empushi ye na do ye mpa ne ye se ye gini di fufuro en support no eno ne ade a wo say ye ba me enyi wo no mfiri wo enko fa de wan ye dey wan poto no de abegum
me da sipa
yes na so ya hwe WhatsApp na ma send me ne ya ida
ene o manya yeliti o nipa na obe so
ya hwe WhatsApp
and ya manam rante hello
go fit go
yes I like to
dey me asi bebre ya na obe di baby a mentina sika kra
na dey no sentiment na say so so betra wade ana
o dey mami me tuwe o se me ba mental ndc obi na de
and
o tema chem yo asale kwa dey blast how players no 11 players it will be go mo amasa asale be dem ya share da asale be dem no olusu match da it is sometimes no obi olusu match da no
friend man olusu match
match olusu here
friend man ya kobo for nation tournament so go
oh na me see your boy wake up for olusu match da
na me say me tell say friend match olusu bi da
I think me say wake up for olusu match da obi olusu match da no wa qualify now you see you need free one you want na coach da you want na go
da na do ka so anya titi bright tresan
match me say asale oti akra to folk and order that's the chef that's a penny that's the chef that's a penny o ja say that's what a chef that's a penny the premier sabe you for better win achi me to me support we you from nyina no go
you Mate, weda sipa bright phobia. Weda sipa right. What try santi next time Mr. Man kasa bi. Enti yebebe na yatwa so asi ye enti mama he semenya. Hello.
Yeah, good morning.
Morning when you. Brale sinti we.
Akufini boma baso pa na ocean nene ya adwen
okay
bueno yanfane ko ya ne kwa Kenya me beboa no because lucky one ho
you
da ma sipa ni adwuma pa mo
ya da sipa ya ba sisi na dia aka na ya to aso e dia ma ha e Akwaaba radio 98 no me ba sisi na dia aka na etimi da to aso
mema etiefo nyina Akwaaba ba Amuzu Herbal Clinic na midiedrobia ba yefre no Amuzu P Herbal Mixture eyedura ebua ima eni mema nyina na oba pampa no ohye efi na seba no obehia Amuzu P Herbal Mixture oba insio basa egu no ono so behia Amuzu P Herbal Mixture oba bi a otiemie na se ne hene pa di ono so insawansawa agi na kosokuma boso ono so behia Amuzu P Herbal Mixture oba otiemi anejun so no pampan pa no ohye edi akire ba ono so behia Amuzu P Herbal Mixture minka se jun so bia ense nsuo ba se ojun so na se ne color no eni e darkish more yellowish na pampan no ohye omu a e kire me se ekekaye eya ba ojun so numu enti pa Amuzu P nenum e die na chika sei anase hunam ne ya ono so nkopa Amuzu P nonom bema so a otiemi a odwon so emu papa ye ono so behia Amuzu P Herbal Mixture bema bu ha odwon so wie na bi akam wo behia Amuzu P Herbal Mixture dwon so ade dwon so a oti de kakra se ugun nsuo na se ya nko an na oti a uhia Amuzu P Herbal Mixture ensese bema dwon so na moja di akire ba enti bema odwon so a ne dwon so moja di akire no kopa Amuzu P no mu na sa ni na mfiri ho bema ne dwon so ebon kan uhia Amuzu P Herbal Mixture obi se doc eya na nsuo totoro efri bema no ba se bi chim kakra na abegu ano white uhia Amuzu P Herbal Mixture insawa agi bema na aboso uhia Amuzu P Herbal Mixture se ba se uhwe aba no emu ya uhia Amuzu P Herbal Mixture obi se doctor emehwe ano ahono mesrew enye hwe ahono nyina na yankwe baba so muati mo hwe ahono enti bema ne hwe ahono onko pa Amuzu P no ni nyina twetwe nko
obi said doctor me dware wi a na me hu nyina ya me hene ase ahwi apia gu me so be ma wo sa ha nyina no obehia amuzu p heba mixture doctor amuzu we me dun so wi a na se dun so ni bi tama yase the same amuzu p no ene ese edi se adwuma no wo pedoduo na atudi a e wo heba shop biara mo e wo pharmacy drugstore any herbal shop biara bi wo ho se dodo pa na opetudi a no obayaso ye na otafun hia so amuzu junction be moro market no tafun hia so amuzu junction be moro market so Kumasi no akodani herbal misi herbal pedan ko mu tu bi senton bi akra mu nko kan shi dragley mu bi sana na buwache Kingswalk repash na tinatet opa amuzu piuse mi se bi afra mi na 0247 776743 0247 776743 amuzu p heba mixture mauji hiochalo
yo enti yankwe uzen na yenti we
okay Kofi an special birthday sonko ekodi amamia madam for baako your friend Lambert ewu aprempe yene ne bobo Presby Park ene eye Lambert birthday enti Lambert na ye hwe no in fact we say ampa da chu obedi sofo enti happy birthday sonko enko emfama Lambert ewu aprempe.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday dear. Happy birthday to you.
Yo, Osi yenti we.
Kofi Tago. From Tete Nicholas. I say young fa for the cases na young wishe ababa e friend Cecilia. Our co school our Becolet ehwana Cecilia esuanma. Oh. Aneya.
Osi yenti me bre na so.
One yake. Robi Bibia don clear. Okay. You go be way from Tete Nicholas. Yeah, added listener pa. Now you more CBG or your security or horse. Say I'm 5 years on we she ni nuaba aye friend Cecilia. Oh, co school. Oh, Becolet. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday to